That's my picture so close.
Once again, we are back and forth sports, where we always keep it real on all things sports all the time. And been a minute, fellas. How y'all been doing?
Man, everything good, man. How y'all doing? Can y'all hear me?
Yep, I can hear you.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm doing pretty good.
Yeah, it's been one of those days, man. It's been one of those days.
Yeah.
So I know we're here to talk about the playoffs, but I'd be remiss if we didn't start. If I didn't start off by asking y'all boys, what do y'all think about Uncle Shay?
I figured this was coming. That's funny.
Man, they need to leave Uncle alone, man. But I mean, that's what happens, man, when you start making big money, bro. I'm not surprised at all.
Yeah.
It seems so self-inflicted too, man. It seems so self-inflicted. It's like, why? Like, he seems to be so careful on so many things, but he want to go after, I mean, I get it, like, I guess it's like you said, Fred, you get to making that kind of money, man. If you ain't, but I guess my thing, I thought Shay was disciplined. His whole brand been hard work, discipline, stay on track, don't get off track. So I guess I just assumed, that he wouldn't be slipping like that.
Well, I mean, you already know, man, that other part of your body got a mind of its own, man. So you may say one thing, but behind closed doors, man, it's totally different.
Nah, man, I do think it's ironic that they attacked him right after he announced that $100 million deal.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying he's guilty or innocent, but the whole Tony Busby thing, I just got a real bad taste in my mouth for him and anything he a part of.
Right.
And I'm willing to bet that was a consensual situation. I'm willing to bet all the way through. But I can't say it for sure, but that's what I'm thinking.
I don't think, man. I mean, just I guess from what I've seen thus far, I don't think it's gonna stick.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, you already know, man. They come out with more and more stuff every day. So
yeah, I thought Busby was gonna lay back for a minute, considering he dropped the ball on that Jay-Z Puffy lawsuit.
Yeah,
he came right back out. I was like, man, gonna catch up with him one day. One day he gonna come home and somebody gonna be sitting in his yard waiting.
Man, I promise you, for real.
Yeah, he playing with people's livelihood, but it definitely seems like it's an attack on black men right now, and that's not to say it's right or wrong, because we don't know. We're not there. You don't know anything about anybody but yourself when it comes down to it.
Yeah.
But everybody that's getting at the top of their game, you see it. You see it with LeBron. I've been seeing more and more stuff. He started talking about, when you start hearing them talk about that new league with the Saudis, I start seeing little small drops start coming out on him. You could tell it's been a little change with how the media handling him a little bit. So I don't know. It's crazy.
Yeah, I try not to speak on stuff like that because I have a lot of family. I don't know what their opinions are. I'm not trying to offend nobody, but yeah, I definitely agree on y'all. It's definitely an attack on famous rich black men. So it's kind of funny to see, but also with the audio and stuff. I don't know if y'all listen to the audio, but it definitely sounds like they still have an ongoing relationship. And if she's accusing him of what she's accusing him of, I feel like it wouldn't be that same relation. So of course, I'm not saying he's guilty or innocent, because I think a lot of rich people do weird stuff behind closed doors.
For sure.
I don't know. I think it's definitely I don't know, man. $50 million price tag. You're trying to attack that whole man's livelihood, and I don't know if he did something. I'm not trying to say he necessarily, did something on the level that he could have done what he's being accused of, but he probably did something else to probably upset her, and that's probably what led to this.
Yeah. Well, man, I just hate, he was on the road, man. He was doing really good, and One, I hope it's not true. You know,
Yeah.
you just never know. I hope it's not true. If it is true, then you know, hey, you have to deal with the consequences. But man, it's tough, man. But enough for Club Shay, man. He'll be all right one way or the other, because it's just really a money thing. He doesn't have to worry about prosecution or anything like that. So ultimately, he'll be fine. But what do y'all think about the playoffs so far, man? Any upsets? I know it's one y'all don't really want to talk. I know it's one y'all don't want to talk about. Then I know it's one y'all want to talk about.
Nah, man, we can talk about it all, bro. I'm open for anything, but I think.
Oh, okay. Let's start on the Lakers then.
Yeah, we got to start with the Lakers. That's like starting with the Cowboys or the Yankees. You got to start with the Lakers, man. So what do y'all think, man? Looking backwards and looking forward. What do y'all think about game one? What do y'all think about game two coming up tonight?
Man, I'll give my take on game one. Kind of like what I was telling you in the chat, man. It's just, man, that defense was horrible, man, especially for it to be a home game. And I understand they only got I think they only got like a total of 15 assists throughout the game. But bro, to see a game one opener at your crib, and I saw no contested 3-point shots the whole game. I mean, Minnesota shot 50%. They shot 50% from three with 25 fast break points and then another 45 points in the paint. Like, that's ridiculous.
Yeah.
I mean, as much as I've been watching basketball, bro, I've never seen a stat line like that where you giving up everything. You giving up 3-pointers, you giving up fast breaks, and you giving up 45 points in the paint. Like, that's horrible.
Dominating all aspects of the game.
And then they came out. So they was, if I'm not mistaken, the Lakers were down 11 to start the third quarter.
Right.
Minnesota came out and went on an 11-0 run after halftime.
Right.
Like, how does that happen?
I know.
So, I mean, don't get me wrong. They do need to move the ball. No standing still and all of that. I totally agree with that. But when the way I watch that defense, man, I'm like, bro, this is ridiculous.
Shannon, what's your take?
I think the most surprising aspect for me, which we've been talking about all season, was Anthony Edwards. You know, he didn't do anything too crazy in this past game, but it's clear that, you know, he's back in playoff form like we saw him last year. He's coming to play. He's not trying to take any losses to anybody. And the second thing I kind of saw was that, or like my response to FJ is that you guys don't really have any defensive players. So you guys got rid of Anthony Edwards. You guys got rid of your post defense. You guys have Luka Doncic, who has never really been known as the defender. LeBron is very old. I wouldn't even give him any slack for that. Austin Reeves, I guess he can do some perimeter defense and all that, but I think it's very clear you guys don't have defense. And if Naz Reid and all the Timberwolves guys continue to perform like they have, you know, in game one, I think we might see them also win game two, unless LeBron really gets mad and starts reverting to his Cavs days. But I don't know, man. It's been a pretty good DM1 so far. I like what I'm seeing from both teams.
Yeah. I guess my take would be, you know, and like you said, LJ, I mean, I know we was discussing a little bit the other day, and I do agree with you, of course. The defense was horrible, but to me, they also, in addition to that, they didn't share the ball. You know, for Luka and LeBron to be in one game and have less than 5 assists combined.
Yeah.
I mean, and I think, man, this whole Luka thing, they're going to have to figure that out. Because I know it looked good in the regular season in spurts. I know it was kind of, you know, but I get it. But man, he freezes the whole offense.
Yeah.
He's bringing what he had at Dallas to the Lakers. Everybody's sitting around waiting for him to make a decision. So if I'm the opposing coach, I'm going to live with Luka getting 35, 40 points. And even if he getting 4 or 5 assists, I'm cool with that. But I want Luka to go ahead and beat me, because I don't even feel like you got the stamina to go this whole series 1-on-1 against 1-on-5 against the whole team. And if you can neutralize LeBron, oh my God. I mean, I think they're in trouble. You know, I think they're in trouble now. I admit, beginning of the series, it was a coin toss. I never bought into that. Oh, the Lakers gonna dominate them. The Lakers in 5 and all that. I never bought into that. But I thought the Lakers would probably beat them in 7, maybe. But I don't know now, And I think Luka's gonna have to be the point guard, man, because when it comes to Rui, you got a weapon. Finney Smith, he's a good player. You got to give these guys some shots early. You got to let them know they're part of the offense because that's when they're gonna go the hardest for you. If Luka's gonna be ball dominant and people sitting around, man, that's gonna reflect on the defense. Because you're gonna go if a person's feeding you, you're gonna give them more energy. So I think Luka's gonna have to distribute that ball more this next game.
I agree, and I mean that could have played a role in their defense as well because if guys ain't getting shots, they'll shut it down on you. It don't matter if it's a playoff game or not.
Yep.
They'll shut it down. So I mean, hopefully they can come out with more ball movement tonight, and we'll see what happens. But I will say this, man: if Julius Randle can play the way he played this last game, I don't know if LA can win this series because I think he's gonna be the X factor for them.
Yeah, it's gonna be tough, man. I think the Lakers should win this series, but they cannot lose this game. I mean, game one, they can't lose this one. I can't see them beating Minnesota 4 out of the next 5. So I expect the Lakers to win tonight, and I really expect them to break even in Minnesota. I expect them to go into game 5 2-2. That's what I'm thinking. I think the Lakers still win. Honestly, I see the Lakers getting game 2 and 3, and Minnesota getting game 4, and they going back to Lakers 0-0, best of 3.
Yeah.
But it depends, man. I'm gonna be watching LeBron real tough, man, to see his conditioning and And look, I don't give excuses. If you're on the court, you're on the court. If you can't play, then don't get on the court. So. But I am interested from, just as far as just looking at the game, like, okay, is he really 100%? Because we're so used to LeBron just automatically being, anywhere from 95 to 100%, no matter what. And I'm like, okay, is this the year where the end of the year he slows down? I'm not saying that's what's going to happen, but I'm just looking.
Yeah. I mean, that's true, man. At the end of the day, it's bound to happen. I mean, that's just life. Yeah. That's just life. I mean, and this could be it. This could be it.
Yeah. So moving on to the next topic, I think Shannon would like to talk about those Golden State Warriors that he gets on my nerves about. I'm starting to be the only Golden State Warrior fan in the world because bro, it seems like you're the only person I know that talks about him, man. So how you feeling with what you're saying so far, Shannon?
Nah, man, I was just waiting for y'all to just get through talking about the Lakers because that's a done deal. But the Warriors, man, honestly, like coming into the playoffs, I thought they were going to lose to the Rockets based on that last game they played. I'm not going to lie. Because, like, Amen Thompson, I said in the chat, but he's a great defensive player. He's, he kind of reminds me, like, of a younger and, like, more, like, a newer Tony Allen. I'm not going to lie. So when he was locking up Steph Curry and held him to 3 points, I was, to be honest, I was scared. But Steph came into the game just hitting crazy shots. So if, I'm not sure how, sustainable that is, but if Steph can continue hitting those shots, we're probably good into the future. But as for this game that they played, I felt good seeing that. I liked how everybody played. I liked how Steph played in the midst of being fouled and, defended very well. You saw a clip of Amen Thompson in one clip. Steph hit a crazy 3 over him. Amen Thompson just said, I don't know what else I could do. So if we keep playing like that, I don't think the Rockets can stop us. I'll have to see who we play next, but I don't think the Rockets can stop us if we keep playing like that.
Yeah, I will say this, and I've been thinking about this, and this is me making a major change in which I look at basketball as far as rankings and stuff. I've definitely jumped Steph. He's definitely jumped up there, and I 100% think he's better than Kevin Durant.
Okay. I'll take that.
Amazing. That's amazing. That's an amazing thing for me to say. But I'm convinced, man. It's like what I so let me say it like this. I don't think in a vacuum he's better, but he's just shown me that if he's at the top of the ticket.
Oh, wait, hold on. Before you even stop that, FJ, say what you gotta say.
No, I'm listening. Go ahead.
Okay. When you talk about the top of the ticket, if I swap Kevin Durant and Steph Curry right now, I think they would be lesser. I think they would be lesser than what they are right now.
KD would not be cooking the Rockets like this. I'm telling you.
So yeah, I think Dub, I didn't even see you, brother. But yeah, I think
hey,
I think one on one, I do not think he's a better player. But if you're just talking about at the top of the ticket, I'd rather have him. Just from what I see, Steph is gonna have you in the game. He's gonna have you where you competing.
That's what I've been telling you this the whole time.
I don't think it's always been the case, but I think it's the case now.
I'm gonna tell you why I agree with you, Keith. And I ain't even considered this until you just said what you said, bro. Because there is no way I would pick Steph over KD.
No way.
But I'm gonna tell you why I agree with you.
Mm-hmm.
Kevin Durant just want to play basketball, bro. And I think that's part. Yeah. I think that's part of his problem. He just want to play, and if he win, cool, and if he lose, cool. Yep. Steph Curry want rings. He want it all.
Yeah.
So yeah, I got to agree with you on that, bro. I gotta agree with
you. Yeah, and it's hard for me to say that because I'm still a Durant fan over
Curry.
Right, and that's not because I've never been against Curry. I love Curry, but I kind of defend Durant because I feel like he get a bad rap. So sometimes it's just like you want to pick on the one that you feel like getting bullied. And I know he don't need me to bully him. I mean, the man worth $500 million. He living great, and I'm down here barely making it. So he don't need me to defend him. But just as a sports fan, I feel like he get a bad rap. So I want to defend him. But I think the first half, if you compare the first 10 years of their career, I'd rather have Durant. But if you compare 10 years on down, I think Curry, to me, has passed him not because he's better, but his skill set is just better for today's NBA. Like you said, those shots he was hitting the other night, only he can do that.
I agree with you. I agree.
You know what I'm saying? He can spark a team just like that.
Yeah.
You don't know how crazy he is when the momentum starts going. Like, Steph
that's what I'm saying. It. Once his momentum starts, man, it's hard to stop him.
It's hard to stop him.
Now, he ticks me off a lot. Now, it's just like, I will say this, Shannon. Just like I reversed then, I can't reverse because there's reasons why I always thought Kevin Durant was better than me looking at Steph Curry thinking, okay, Steph, you're a little too wild sometimes, too flashy, But I'm just saying, playoffs right now. I mean, I think Steph Curry is doing more with. Now, granted they did add Butler, but I mean he should.
It's still less though. It's still less.
It's still less, And I just feel like I've seen him drag that team where I feel like Kevin Durant should have been able to drag Phoenix. And if you look at Kevin Durant's stats, I mean he's almost 28 points. Like 7 boards, 5 assists, 50% shooting, 40% from the 3, 88%. I mean, excellent season.
Yeah.
But all that, you still couldn't get them there, And I know that's been the
true,
same.
Man.
It's been the same for Steph in the past, and I could be being a prisoner of the moment. But I've been looking real hard, and it's been hard for me to say that. But I think that's kind of where I am now.
Hey, man. Bro, I promise you,
man.
I can't agree more, man. Yeah. I really can't, bro. I mean, I kept saying, even watching some of these games, I'm like, man, you're gonna have to put this man in the top 10, man. It's just
you really got to.
Yeah.
Man, y'all gonna make me cry, bro. Y'all gonna make me cry, man. Y'all don't know how long I've been trying to get y'all to admit this, man. So
sometimes it takes time.
Yeah, and I don't think it's always been true.
I don't either.
So what was the point where you said, okay, I don't even know about
Shannon, this is what I'm saying. Talent-wise, just the overall everything about basketball, I still think Durant is better. But I'm talking about results. At a certain point, it becomes results. At a certain point, it's not about who's the best per se on a one-on-one. If you want to do measurables, I'm talking about who's getting the results. And I think Steph Curry just year after year gets more results than Kevin Durant. But I think Durant is better. But I just think Curry gets more results, and I'm gonna always reward results. And one of the reasons I held out was because I thought by now Kevin Durant will be getting more results. So it's like, okay, I can see why people want him to be better than KD, but it ain't over. KD will do something else, but something else hadn't came yet. So it's like I can't keep protecting you until I see some results. Now, if Kevin Durant goes to a team like Houston or New York next year, pushes them over the top, get a ring, we may revisit this conversation again. But unless Kevin Durant does something to jump Curry again, I'm gonna probably land where I am. So
okay, I'll take it, man. I'll take it. Yeah, because but when you put him in your top 10, that's when I'm actually gonna be super happy.
Now I still don't have him over Akeem Olajuwon.
Okay. I can't even say anything about that.
Yeah.
All right. But yeah, I like the way we played 2 nights ago, and just hope to see it continue tomorrow. Because I'm so scared about that Houston team. That Houston team looks scary. But the way they're keeping Curry under control is just by fouling them. So, they called the calls. I think we win every single game. But
Shannon, you just make sure you reach out to Steph and tell him, don't make me look bad. All right? Tell him don't make me look bad. I'm sticking my neck out for him.
I'm telling you, man.
So, man,
what's up with you, man?
Hey, fellas, man, I'm loving the conversation, man. I'm just happy to be in the building, man. Just happy to be in the building.
Oh, man, I thought you had quit, man. I thought you had quit or something.
Look. Well, see, listen, this guy named FJ kind of hurt my spirit a little bit and said I couldn't debate. So I had to go back and talk to my inner self and say, don't let this man from Strong run you off like that, man. Like, don't do that. Don't you from the pile. Don't you do that. So, I took a little break,
Yeah, you can't do that, man. Come on, man.
Can't do that, man. So I took a little break, did some research, and came back ready.
Yes, MJ be off most of the time. He like a broken clock. He be right twice a day.
Hey, listen. I look up to you and MJ, man. Hey, look, y'all done really schooled me, man, with a lot. So listen, it's all respect, man.
Already, bro.
Man, so what do y'all think about the Claw and his return to greatness? Kawhi is beasting right now.
Man. Hey, listen. I hate to tell people this, man. If the man wouldn't have got hurt, I think we really would have seen him at least get another championship. I'm not gonna say he would have won 2 or 3, but I feel like he would have had another on his belt if he wouldn't have got hurt.
I agree, bro. Man, that man. I mean, just think about the injuries he done had, throughout his career. Period.
Yeah.
If you wipe those injuries away, man, dude. I mean, he looked like he looked in Toronto. That's what he looked like right now.
Yeah, he do.
That's what he look like right now.
I think his mid-range game is so underrated. Like, man, the way he cut, it is very underrated.
Bro, he is an extension of that Michael Kobe tree. He is cut from that cloth.
He is.
Yeah. If you look at that lineage, his lineage is gonna go right through them. He's just a killer, man. He don't really say much.
Don't say much at all.
Don't say nothing.
He don't even show no facial expression.
No, none. Like he don't dap nobody up. He just, okay, like.
Yeah, you gotta love. I'm gonna tell you too. Harden is balling.
Yeah, he is.
Harden has been balling.
To me, he's came into his own. He finally got in shape, and I think the biggest thing with him is he really felt like he wasn't in shape. The minute he got in shape, he quit talking and just started balling. The last 2 seasons, he looked good on the court.
I'm gonna tell you, man, the Clippers is my sleeper out the West. I'm not gonna lie, they tough.
Yeah,
they tough.
They are.
They are. I mean, they are because Harden got the skill set where he can carry you 2-3 quarters, and Kawhi definitely can close. And the way Norman Powell playing, I mean, my God, that boy might be leading his own team in another year as good as he playing. So. Man, they got then Zubac, Big Zoo. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Zoo
I like it.
that milk.
Yeah,
Man,
I like what
they
they doing.
team. They may be the best team in LA. Fred
if FJ wasn't here, I'd say so.
Man,
right now.
hey, well, I mean, honestly, man, it is what it is, man. I mean, the Lakers, honestly, they hanging on right now, man. They don't just have no stellar roster. Even like you said earlier, Shannon. I mean, you got.
Whoa. What did you say?
Hold on.
You said they don't have a
just
stellar roster?
When I say from top to bottom, a top to bottom roster, it's not a stellar roster. You got to think about it. You got Austin Reeves. Okay, you got a 40-year-old LeBron, you got Austin Reeves, and you got Luka. That's no defense right there.
Yeah.
I mean, we know Bron can play here and there on the defensive end, but come on, man. We know Luka, he's gonna give you nothing on the defensive end. And the only credit that I really give Reeves is that he plays hard. I got to give Reeves that credit because he play hard, period. Even though his defense is suspect, but he play hard.
And I think they thought Vanderbilt was going to be a better defensive player than what he's given to. I think they put a lot on him with him coming back off his injury. They brought Finney Smith in, thinking Finney Smith, and they just don't have enough on defense.
But they do play good defense, man. But the problem is they not motivated now. They not motivated, bro. You gotta start getting these guys shots early and playing with Luka. And I know we'll touch on this before we get off. Even with this whole trade with AD, bro. I know they keep talking about Luka and his injuries and all that, and that's part of it, man. But if you look at it, and I know y'all can probably remember some earlier shows with me saying this, where when Luka was out and Kyrie was running the point, more people got into the game, more people scored, more people took ownership of the team. I'm not saying they were a better team, but when you move the ball around and everybody eating, they're going to play harder for you. When you just sitting around in the corner waiting for something to come, it may, and I just think
it's funny that you say that. It's funny that you say that because Memphis the exact same way.
Yeah.
When Ja's out,
When Ja is out, when Ja is not playing, everybody moving, the ball.
You might have 6-7 people between 15 and 25 points.
It seemed like Bane and Jackson had their best game. Seemed like when he not playing, it do.
Yeah, every time, every time. So my thing is, I don't think the Lakers got a bad roster. I mean, because your big three. So, and this is the thing about LeBron. We gonna have to put it on the table now. Is he still LeBron or is he not? And I'm just not towards nobody, but I'm just talking about see on the news. Oh, he's still this, he's still that. But then when he have a bad game, well, he's 40. So I want to know: is he 40 and we shouldn't expect nothing and not get overhyped when he have a good game, or are we just judging like we judge everybody else? Because
it depends.
I'm he gonna be on the All NBA team. He got considered votes for the MVP, so we can't use the 40-year-old stuff if everybody's still saying how great he is. Because at that point, the age becomes irrelevant because you're performing like you always perform.
I'll say this. I'll go on the side of he's 40. But the reason why he can score 25 or 30 is because his mental aspect of the game is still there. But you're going to see the flaws because he's 40. You're going to see the old age creeping in, like I said, because he's 40 years old.
Okay.
But the mental side, he can give you 25 just off the mental side.
So let me ask you this: your average NBA team. How many B plus to A plus players typically on an NBA team? Not B minus, not C's, or B plus, A plus. How many do you typically have on the team?
I'll say at least at the least 3.
Okay.
Yeah.
So at the least 3.
So if you got 3 of those, so then role players. We know Hachimura is a good role player. We can say we want that boy's a good role player.
I think he's a good role player.
We done seen Smith do good things. We done seen Gabe Vincent have some good games. Like y'all got some pieces to go along to. It's not a bad roster, is what I'm getting at. It's not a bad roster. I'm not saying it's the best roster in the West. I'm not saying it's the best roster in the league, but it's a roster that can compete. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah,
so,
I think it can compete.
Yeah, but because if we go person for person, if you look at Minnesota, okay, everybody gonna say Luka better than Ant. So then, who your second best player? LeBron? Is anybody on Minnesota better than LeBron? And then if you go down to the next level, anybody on Minnesota better than what's my white boy name?
Austin
Reeves. Yeah, I mean, I think the top 3 players go to the Lakers.
I'll probably take old boy. What's old boy name for Minnesota? Is it
Nas Reed? Nas Reed?
No, not Nas Reed.
Jaden McDaniels.
I'll probably take McDaniels.
Now he got a nice game. He got a nice game.
But who's gonna have more value, him or Reeves?
Reeves gets more free looks.
I'm just saying, who's considered the better player then? I'm just saying from NBA circles, who would be considered?
I guess in the NBA circle, they probably gonna say Reeves. It's probably gonna be Reeves.
Because Reeves typically gives more production.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm saying, but either way, even if that's close, I would still say the edge will go to Reeves. Like, there's no way the Lakers would say we'll trade you Reeves for McDaniels. That's all I'm saying. They wouldn't trade. They wouldn't trade that.
Nah, I don't say that because they were already asking for first round picks, and McDaniel's not a first round pick in a lot of people's eyes. So I agree with that. Yeah.
So my point is, either way, I think when you start getting on down in the depth, I probably would say, okay, maybe Minnesota, but I'd rather have the best 5 players than the best 6 through 10 players.
That's cap. I would not. Depth wins every single time.
No, what I'm saying is, if my starting 5 is better than your starting 5, but your bench is better than my bench, then we both got an advantage in one place. So you telling me you already have the advantage in the bench than the advantage on the starters? Listen to that.
Starters can hold their own. Bench is what takes you far. Bench is what takes you far into the playoffs.
But I mean, it does, but it depends on how deep. It depends on how deep you going in your bench. A lot of these teams not even going. They ain't going number 7, 8 deep on the bench.
Yeah. Starters.
That's how the Warriors are so good.
The game. I don't care because when the game come down at the end, it's gonna be your starters in the game. They're gonna bring you home. Sorry.
I don't know, man.
I ain't never seen a person say they'd rather have a better bench than a better starting 5. Like, that's some original shit. I don't know.
Yeah, I can't say that. I want a good bench, but I want my starting 5 to be legit. Yeah.
Yeah. Like, who got the best bench in the league?
Oklahoma City.
Who got the best starting 5 in the league? Oklahoma City. Which would you rather have? They starting 5 or they bench 5?
Oh, starting. Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah, they starting 5, definitely. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought you were saying something else. Okay.
Yeah, I'm just saying you'd rather have your starting 5 be the strength of your team than I got a weak starting 5 and a strong bench. That's backwards.
Okay.
Yeah. You want at least 2. To me, you want a good big man and a good shooter coming off your bench. That's one of the to me. So
a good wing defender.
Yeah.
And here's the thing about being a role player / bench player, that like your opportunities are so slim. You don't have many opportunities to get shots up. You may honestly on a good night you might get 5 shot attempts, maybe.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So that's one thing that I mean, depends on who you are, but you still, if you get 10 shot attempts as a role player, man, you're doing real good. I mean, look at Przinski, the guy from Golden State. You would think he would get a whole lot, but guess what? He a starter, and he's still only around 10 to 13 shot attempts.
You're right. You're right.
That's where he is as a starter.
You're right.
And guess what? He's one of the big 3 for Golden State.
Yep, he making the most of it.
I know Draymond. I'm saying he's one of their big 3 that take the bulk of the shots of the team.
Yeah.
I know Draymond is part of the big 3, but as far as taking some of the most shots, it's Butler, Steph, and Brzezinski. You can go back and look it up.
It is.
Why Kuminga's not playing? Why is Kuminga not getting off the bench?
I was gonna wait till off the air. I was gonna wait off the air because I was gonna talk to Shannon like y'all don't deserve that man. If you don't
Hey, I
want him,
tell you what.
if you don't want him, get rid of him, man.
Nah, he can't go to the Spurs, man.
Like,
Man,
get
I
rid.
tell you,
Come on, man.
He
Let him
was
come
injured.
down here.
He's still coming back from
no,
injury and stuff.
no. That
Nah,
boy, Steve Kerr
He's
treating
done.
that boy. Steve
like
Kerr
he
treating
did
that boy like he treated like
Jason
he
Tatum.
treated Jason Tatum.
Yeah,
That's the same.
yeah, yeah. He's done.
I
He
don't
is
understand
done.
that.
Yeah,
Like
I don't understand
Gary
either.
Payton getting more minutes. Brzezinski getting more
Yeah.
appearances. Moody is in the starting role now. Like, you see Looney more than you do him. And then and I'm gonna tell you somebody, Buddy Hield barely hanging on.
Yeah.
Like that man, and I'm not knocking it because it is winning basketball right now for them. But he has his head on.
Uh-oh. But I was gonna say something about Kuminga. The thing about Kuminga is when you put him in the game, I think he makes a lot of very crucial mistakes, especially like for the playoffs. I don't know if you guys have like really watched him during the regular season, but sometimes like when he's just handling the ball, sometimes he just goes AWOL, very aggressive, side to side, like turns the ball over. And, you don't want that against a team like the Rockets who will capitalize off that. So I think that's probably why they're not, playing him as much. Although I think they should play him just at a smaller role.
I mean, that could be part of the problem. I mean,
Yeah.
I can't really knock Kerr, man. I mean, he done won 4 championships. I mean,
Yeah, we're winning.
So,
we're winning.
He know what to do.
And at the end of the day, I think we
that
should
ain't
trade.
right. Just like Jason Tatum should have been off that bench, man. That ain't right.
He should have.
Right.
He should have. He should have.
I mean, like I said, I don't know what's going on though. So I mean, it could be some behind closed doors. I don't know.
I feel bad for him because the excuse that he's making don't make any sense. Like you're saying, he don't fit in. How does he not fit in?
I say let him go. My thing, I'm like you, let him go.
Yeah. Honestly, we should
just let him go. Yeah.
I see what they're doing. What he's doing is he's suppressing his value.
He used the same excuse for Tatum, talking about Tatum don't fit in, and this man just won the NBA championship. Like you can't use that excuse.
They suppressing his value. When they was negotiating his extension, they was $5 million apart. He didn't sign.
Yeah.
And now they driving his value down. And I think that's dirty.
Yep.
Look, man, he just came off an injury. He came off a long injury. Plus,
Shannon, that's gonna be bad karma for y'all. It's gonna come back and bite y'all. Watch.
He just came off an injury. Like this is the playoffs, man, and he's not necessarily he's not like a Steph or anything. You're not gonna play him immediately when he comes back from injury because he's just that much needed.
I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna tell you what it is. Your boy Jimmy Butler over there got something to do with that, man.
Probably. I would say we're
Jimmy
probably
Butler got something to do with that because that's who's going to come in and replace Jimmy Butler.
Jimmy Butler, yeah.
I'm telling you, like Jimmy Butler got that pull like that. He did it in Miami. I feel like he got something to do with Kuminga not playing, man. I'm serious.
But it's cool though. You can still play Kuminga and Butler together.
You can. I agree. You can put Kuminga at the 4 easily.
You can
easily.
Bro, there is no way. He should. Who's y'all start 5? Shannon, Brzezinski, Steph,
Draymond, Jimmy, and who else, man?
Who you say, Jimmy?
It just Jimmy.
Oh yeah, Jimmy. Yeah.
And whoever the guy is at the 5.
Quentin Post, I forgot honestly.
If he can't start Quentin Post,
Moody.
Who would go to state?
Yeah, Moody does start. Moody does start.
He should be definitely starting over Moody. And Moody or Arkansas.
Who would go to state play if they win this series? Who's the next team up if they win?
I think
Lakers or it's Lakers or T-Wolves.
Okay. Oh, that should be decent.
I feel like they'll need him against Minnesota. If they were to win, I feel like they would need him in Minnesota.
I think we beat anybody.
But see, if you don't bring him in now, he gonna come into the Minnesota series not in rhythm.
True.
I guess, man.
I don't know. I think he's done. Man, he is DNP in games. He's done.
We should just
the only way he comes in the game is if Draymond gets fouled out or Butler.
And I don't know, man. You got to stay ready though, bro. You got to stay ready at all times.
Yeah,
you never know when your number be called, man. You got to be ready.
I think he just makes so many mistakes. He's a good player. Don't get me wrong. He's just, I'm 21, but he's like super young, and he makes a lot of mistakes for the team. And we're supposed to be contenders and stuff.
Hey, y'all. So y'all saw that massacre the other day, right? With OKC in Memphis.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So y'all know after that game, y'all heard what Josh said, right? They weren't gonna play that bad again, right?
Man, they finna get swept.
Bro, they losing by 20 right now in the second quarter.
finna get monkey stomp. That's what they
Man.
Oh man,
Memphis was gonna be competitive.
Is that serious?
Nah, man. OKC a different breed, man. Them boys ready, man. I don't want to say they certified yet. I really want them to sweep Memphis and let people know all the hush, like, hey, we here to play. I really want them to sweep Memphis, man, and let people know, like, we here. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm still not 100% sold on them winning the title, but they tough.
See?
Yeah.
Who you feel like gonna stop them?
Man, I'm still rocking with Boston, man.
Yeah, I see Boston coming out the East, but I don't know. I may be crazy, but I'm still looking at Denver.
Ooh, yeah.
Denver dangerous, man.
Is they I tell you what though.
My dark horse is the Clippers, but I think Denver is who I got picked though.
I will say this about Denver. Out of every team in the playoffs, man, I feel like Denver is the hardest team to beat night after night after night.
Yes.
They are you have to literally leave that court. I'm talking about bleeding just to get a win. It's hard to beat them boys, man.
Yeah,
it really is.
It is.
You're not gonna blow them out.
Nah, they coming. They coming.
Yep.
You said that you think they're gonna win the chip?
No, I got Denver. Yeah, I got Denver coming out the West. I got Boston winning the chip.
Out the West.
Yeah. Now I got the Clippers as my dark horse in the West though. They my dark horse. Period.
You know what I mean?
Honestly, outside of to me in the West, the only series is I honestly can look at right now and say is a wrap is OKC. The rest of these series, man, is still a toss up, man.
Right. That's why I think whoever come out this, that's why I'm looking whoever come out this Denver Clippers series. That's who I got going to the finals.
Yeah, it's a toss up.
I just don't know if OKC still ready, man. I think ultimately they're gonna get stopped and they're gonna trade away and get Kevin Durant there next year. And him and Shea, they're gonna put the Golden State team to bed. And I'm gonna have to come back and take my words back, Shannon.
OKC would never pick KD. Never. He'll probably go to Houston. That's where I think he's going.
I think he's going to either Houston, New York, or back to OKC.
If he goes to Houston, Houston's gonna be a problem. But
I can say this though about Golden State, and I'm gonna go out on a limb.
Man, I don't know if Houston will be a problem like that though. I don't know.
Like Golden State they go get ran, but I feel like Golden State, if they win, their next test will be the next opponent they play.
I think Houston's a great team, man. I just think since we beat them, y'all don't think they're so tough, but Houston's a good team, bro.
No. I know they're a really good team.
They need scoring.
I picked Golden State to win off of the experience. That's why I messaged you. I said, I feel like Golden State to win just because of the experience alone. But Houston like Detroit to me. They up and coming. They one of them teams where they got their young players together, and they good they go play hard every night. But I just don't think they have that over the top last 2 minutes of the fourth quarter in them to win.
Well, what they're gonna have to do is they're gonna have to leverage Jalen Green and get him out of there, because right now they too well balanced. They too balanced. Everybody's averaging 18 to 20 points. They don't have a person they can say, okay, crunch time, give him the ball, everybody get out of the way. And if you don't have one of them, you cannot win a title. I don't care what you say.
Agree.
It's an anomaly. Even back when Detroit won it, man, Rip Hamilton. I mean, just big shot after big shot, plus chance. They still had people that could score when you had to. I see nobody on Houston that can score.
Even by you saying that, that's why I can't count teams like Golden State and the Lakers out. because they got clutch players that I know can sit up there and go get a bucket. You know what I mean? With the game on the line.
And we got just intensity, bro. Y'all don't see Golden State's intensity, but Jimmy Butler brings some intensity from Miami Heat. Steph is already intense because he brings just so much momentum, and you have to lock him up. But man, I'm liking the Golden State team, man, because we bring so much intensity. We bring scrappiness. We bring the scoring and all that, man.
I think Jimmy Butler. What happened with Butler, with his situation, what I've seen with him over his career, I think Butler just needed to be on a team like Golden State with the experience. He got like an old soul, and it seemed like he started getting irritated each team he was on with the younger players. And so, I think he had an issue with younger players on the team, and that's what it looks like.
So, Doug, let me ask you this. Golden State win another title. We know that's going to put Steph in right era, but what does that put Butler?
Nowhere.
Oh, man.
I don't think really.
I don't think it changes status none. I think Jimmy Butler.
He's not in the top 25.
So y'all telling me a man that took underwhelming teams to 2 championships, lost both of them, then comes to Golden State where they were crashing and burning. He comes in, changes the whole outcome of the team. Now they on an upward trajectory. They've only lost 3 games since he's been there and won like 20. And he don't get no credit for this title?
He get credit, but I don't think he's gonna start moving up. I don't think he's gonna move up in people top 50.
Yeah. I don't think he's like top 25 or 30. I don't think he's top 25 or 30.
No. He get a lot of credit for helping them win a title. Yeah, he get a lot of credit for that, but that's all he get from me.
Yeah,
I mean,
he's not moving up on my list nowhere. He not cracking my top 20.
I'm not saying he's really top 50. I don't think
he's not. Yeah, he's not cracking my top 20.
I'm not gonna lie.
Me, though. That's just me.
Okay.
If that's the case,
No, maybe he's top 50. I don't know if he's top 30. I don't know.
If that's the case, then we need to put players like Manu Ginobili up there for helping the Spurs win.
Look, that's some Spurs stuff you talking about, man. I don't get into that bias talk, bro. But I can't see, man. I cannot believe y'all saying Jimmy Butler, multi-time. Lord, look, your wife done threw me off, Fred. Talking about whatever my husband says right. Yeah, but you cannot tell me that.
Okay, Keith. Well, let me ask you this then. What do you think it moves him up at? Okay, what do you have right now? What do you have him ranked right now in the NBA?
You talking about in the current NBA?
Current NBA.
Oh, the current NBA.
Current NBA.
Probably like top 15.
15.
So do you think right now, if he win a championship right now, he cracks your top 10?
I think if he wins the championship right now, he jumps in my overall hierarchy. I'm talking about
to where
now I got to be looking at him because this man is a multi-time all-star. He's been an all-NBA player. He's received MVP votes. He's led 2 teams to the finals, losing to powerhouses both times. And then if he can come resurrect the Golden State team and take them back to the finals and win, every team he's been on, he's improved that team when he got there. And every team that he's left, they got worse when he left. So yeah, I'm gonna give him major props because
I consider that when you say it like that.
To me, the only thing he doesn't have on his resume is a championship. I mean, how can we not start looking at him as one of the great players that the league has seen? I mean, right now, I would have him fringe 40, 50. But
overall,
I have to look at him real closely because he's shown me the ultimate leadership. He's shown me what a true leader on the court can do and how that can affect a team. He's shown me that. Yeah. So I would have to really sit down and look and pay attention. But Jimmy Butler adding a championship to his resume because if they win, he's going to be an intricate part of it. He could possibly get an MVP out of it. So what if they get a title? He gets the Finals MVP.
Yeah,
he ain't getting that.
Nah, I don't think he is.
They ain't gonna give it to him, LJ.
He's not getting that.
We saw Iguodala get one. We know it's possible.
I mean, I understand. I understand that, but I think that was a once in a lifetime situation.
This is Steph Curry.
Steph won 4 titles and he only got 1 Finals MVP. He's definitely beatable.
That's something to think about.
This is
I mean,
vet Steph Curry.
KD was part of the two of those, so I mean,
it don't. But that's what I'm saying. KD came to his team, and in the finals, KD proved to be better than Steph Curry. And I'm saying Butler possesses the skill set to where he could be better than Steph in the finals. Because when they get to the finals, and he's playing a Boston team, and you going up against Derek White and Drew Holiday as in Steph Curry every game, I mean, that's going to be tough on him. He's going to be under some strong perimeter.
And Butler go check either Brown or Tatum.
Yep.
Well, I mean, hey, I'm gonna let y'all have it, man. Butler is not a guy that I'm picking on my squad. I'm just saying. I don't think
he ever.
I'll let y'all ride with Butler, man.
I mean, it's a good argument though. It's a good argument.
He's a great player. He's a great player. I like the way he played in the playoffs. I give him all of that, but I ain't picking him on my squad. It's a lot of other cats I'm taking before Jimmy.
Yeah, I get that. I get that.
Yeah, it ain't a lot.
Man, you want me to write them down? Man,
I'll tell you right now who I have above Jimmy Butler. Right now,
it's a lot of
players. 30 at least.
It's I ain't say I can name 30. It's 15 I can name for sure before I take Butler.
Now okay. So listen, are we talking current FJ? Or are we talking overall?
All time.
No, I'm talking about. Oh, don't even get me on overall. I mean, overall, he probably don't even crack my top 25.
Okay.
That's what I say. He probably around 25, 30, but that's solid though.
What? So current NBA,
not 25, 30.
He's definitely better than LeBron.
Wait,
you said what?
He's better than LeBron right now.
Oh, I mean, yeah, right now. LeBron's 41 years old.
We're finna be smoking the city, man.
We said
be smoking the city. Right?
Look, I mean, I don't know if he's better than LeBron right now, but okay, I'll give you that. I give
Shannon,
it to
where
you.
Where you got him at current NBA?
No, I want to hear this list. Give me these 15.
Oh, all time or current?
That's current.
Man, I would have to go and look, but I can name a couple off the top of my head. I mean,
all right, if we don't take away, so we know Joker, Luka.
Yeah, I mean,
Giannis.
I mean,
Jason
Tatum. Tatum.
Okay.
So
Jaylen Brown.
Give me Jaylen Brown over him. Give me
Morant. You got
Okay, let's stop with Jaylen Brown. If you replace Butler with Jaylen Brown on those teams that Butler took to the finals, do Brown get them to the finals?
No, he don't.
Okay.
I give you that. He don't.
No, but what I'm saying is that's going to be the case for most players that you name. That now, after all the glitz and glam of the regular season, everybody had fast and injury. Now we in the money time. It's money time. Butler has proven with less that he can do more. You were just sitting up making the point that the Lakers don't have a team. Think about the teams that Butler drug to the finals.
So Keith, are you saying?
I think the system has a lot to do with that as well. In Miami.
Well, if that's the case, then I asked you, could you take him off and put Brown? You said no.
Yeah, but I still don't. I mean, I don't. That still ain't. It's not gonna make me because I'm going just pound for pound right now, player for player. I understand you looking at the overall what he done for these teams, but I'm just going basketball player for basketball player who I would take over him, and I think Jaylen Brown is better than him. That's just what I think. I think he's better than him.
Okay, and that's a good point, right? So what we were just talking about earlier. How do we start this off? Steph Curry, KD. Well, yeah, KD better, but results. And I'm saying I feel like the results Butler has given us, I don't know if Jaylen Brown gets them as the number one.
Also, the results is Steph has won a ring without KD, and Butler hasn't done none of that.
What do you mean?
You saying
no, KD? I was talking about when I was telling you KD. I think Steph is ranked over KD, but I think KD is better.
Right.
Because of the results. So what I'm saying is Jaylen Brown, even though he got Finals MVP, I thought still Jason Tatum was the best player. He led them in every category last year.
True.
So I'm still trying to understand how he didn't get the Finals MVP, but that's neither here nor there.
I agree.
But my point is, I don't know if Jaylen Brown can be the number one, no Tatum. You're the best player, the only all-star level player on the team, and lead a team to the finals. I don't know if Jalen Brunson can do that.
I saw Jaylen Brown outperform Jason Tatum in the finals, bro.
In what category? Because he didn't average more points. He didn't average more assists. He didn't average more rebounds. He didn't play better defense. What did he do better than Jason Tatum in the finals?
He was just hitting clutcher shots.
And that's the only thing that won him the MVP is that he did hit clutch shots, but if we're gonna talk about MVP, we got to look at the overall thing. It should have been Tatum.
Yeah. I think it was a slap. I think it was a slap in the face not to give it to him.
Yeah, it should have been Jason Tatum's, and that's okay. Jaylen Brown is excellent, but that should have been Tatum's.
Real quick, would y'all have given that 2015 MVP to Steph instead of Iguodala?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. That's what I wanted.
Yes. Yes. Because we rewarded him for having big plays on defense. That's what got him that MVP. He had big plays on defense. Same way what FJ just said with Brown.
Yeah, and I think he's more impactful.
I mean, they came up with this. They came up with this fake narrative that he shut Bron down, but
he shut down.
What he did was he didn't shut him down, but he didn't allow him to be Superman. He allowed him to be typical LeBron, which was the best player in the league. You know,
I mean, true, but I'm just saying, as far as getting the MVP, they made it like
no. But what I'm saying is, they looked at it like, okay, the first couple games before they made that adjustment, LeBron was probably going to average 40 plus points that series, and it wasn't going to be a series. You make this adjustment, and it changed. And I mean, we agree with that, though, right?
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Yeah.
I'm averaging triple double, bro. Almost like a 40-point triple double.
No, not that year, brother. Not that year.
Yes, I'm looking at it right now. 2015 finals. 35.8 points, 13.3 rebounds, and 8.8 assists.
Who them LeBron numbers?
LeBron. He did not stop anything. That's what I'm saying.
Hey, if that man dropped a 30 ball on you per game, you didn't stop shit.
Hey, he's not reporting it accurately. Ask him what LeBron scored the first 2 games, and ask him what LeBron scored the last 3 games. Ask him that.
Okay.
We got to ask the right questions.
LeBron game 1, 44. LeBron game 2, 39. LeBron game 3, 40. LeBron game 4, 20. I'll give you that.
That's when it started dropping.
5, 40. LeBron game 6, 32. And 18 rebounds and 9 assists.
That shouldn't get you an MVP. That's not MVP defense. That's not MVP defense.
It was rigged. That's what I'm telling you.
Hey, that boy reeling off GOAT numbers, man. You better stop playing with him, man.
Hey,
sound like GOAT
you know
numbers to me.
And you know what? Them boy ate goat meat all year. Goat meat all year. When they left they ate goat meat the whole summer. It was barbecues all over Golden State.
Man, my boy did what he could do, man. We came up short, man.
Yeah. Man. Hey, that's crazy. That's crazy to hear them numbers though. Like he was cooking.
Bro, he had better numbers the year KD was there.
That's crazy.
He had Kyrie and Caleb.
That's crazy.
He had Kyrie and Kevin Love. He was the only player. They were just going to guard him. He's being double teamed all the time.
One of them seasons he didn't have Kyrie though.
Yeah, 2015, which is why he even dropped as little as that.
No, I'm talking about one of the years where they played with KD was there. Kyrie wasn't there for both.
2018.
Yeah, that's Kyrie wasn't there. He wasn't there for both of them.
Yeah, and
he was there for the last one they lost, and he was there for the one they won.
Yeah,
he got hurt in the first one that they lost.
Right.
And the last one they lost, he wasn't there. He had already left, so he wasn't there at all for the last one. The next to the last one was the one he was there for, and then he was there for the winner when they got hurt in the first one. Yeah.
Man, when I heard them numbers, man, like Keith, you putting it like he stopped LeBron to like 25 points or something.
I didn't put it to nothing. I didn't even bring it up.
LeBron dropped a 35-point triple double.
Bro, what I'm saying is, if you were watching that game in real time, he had impact on LeBron on the defensive end.
And that's what got Brown. That's what got Brown his MVP because he had impact. Yeah.
But obviously, Iguodala wasn't better than Steph, but they still gave him the MVP. But either way, my point is, Jimmy Butler is a player that you want on your team when you go on the war. Period.
I mean, I can't knock that.
All these other players, they glisten, glam, they look good during the regular season. They have gaudy numbers, all that. But there is no way in the world I'm going into the playoffs, must win. Who you want, Jimmy Butler or Devin Booker? Give me Jimmy Butler every time.
No, yeah. I can't disagree with that. I cannot.
These are players that they would say is better than Butler.
I mean, he's definitely the number one dark horse player in the playoffs right now. Like, honestly, like you said, just with his resume alone.
Bro, his resume is real. His resume is a poor man's Kawhi. Like how we look at Kawhi. Kawhi got the 2 wins. Butler got the 2 losses. But the finals appear. I mean, he's just like Kawhi. If you got him on your team, you got a chance to win, bro. You got.
I mean, if you take away that Raptors championship, he is Kawhi.
You got a chance. Finals. Yeah,
I give you that. I'll take him as my 6th man on a championship squad.
That's funny.
I'll take him as a. No, that ain't even no shot though.
I'm saying if you go all NBA team, but if you just talking about like the 6th man coming off the bench, that's ludicrous.
Okay, let me ask you this, FJ. Let me ask you this: you trade for him. You trade for him, and you get Jimmy Butler. What do the Lakers do with him in the playoffs right now with Jimmy Butler?
They win.
They probably win.
Luka not on the team.
Either way.
You keep Luke. You keep okay. You give Reeves and you give Hachi for Butler right now.
Oh, I mean, okay. I got that's a winning basketball squad. Yeah, that's a winning basketball squad.
What team couldn't right now? You look at every team in the NBA, from OKC to Boston, whoever you want to name. Where can't Butler go today?
Charlotte. Oh, where can't? Okay, I got you.
Where can't he start?
I mean, it ain't a team. It ain't anywhere.
It ain't a team he can go to today. He can go to OKC. He's an instant starter. He can go to Boston. He's an instant starter. He can go to Denver. He's an instant starter. He can go to the Lakers. Instant starter. Period.
Yeah, I mean, I agree.
Every team he go to, their championship odds gonna go through the roof.
I think we can say that for a lot of players, though.
Not a lot, because a lot of players ain't proved what they can do at the top of the ticket. We've seen a lot of players play Robin. We've seen a lot of Robins.
I think this one of these conversations we gonna have to write down, because if Golden State gets to the finals, we gonna have to come back to this today. And
you ain't gotta worry about it. You ain't gotta worry about it because they ain't getting to the finals.
I don't think so either. But if they do,
we gonna have to revisit this podcast. Like,
and I'm on the record.
I tell you what, I'll give an honest truth moment right here.
Okay.
I'm fearful of Steph Curry, though. I will say that.
Okay.
You got it.
I will say that.
I am.
Yeah.
But let me ask you this though: before the trade line, was you fearful of him?
Well, no, of course not. He ain't have nothing else to come along with him.
Yeah, I'm admit it. Yeah, I'm admit it.
I agree. He didn't have nothing else to come along with him that got that dog. I mean, Butler got dog pedigree. He got some dog.
I ain't gonna lie. He cranked this team up, man. They said them dudes went 17-3 with that lineup, man. Like, he definitely turned this team around, man. He did.
He turned them around.
He did.
It ain't gonna be enough though. But I go ahead.
No, it ain't gonna be enough. Hey, but I think all of us agree that none of us think they're gonna win the title. But all of us feel like every team that play them should fear them.
Yeah, oh, yeah, I agree. You got to,
I'm gonna be honest, man. Between them, and I'm gonna say it, between them and the Lakers, I don't think you want to play them after these series if they win. Like
they'll play
I'm saying you don't want to play them because like I feel like if you start letting these veteran teams like that ease on in there and start winning and getting in shape for a 7-game series, you're gonna have hell on your hands with them. You don't want to play Steph, you don't want to play Draymond, you don't want to play Luke and LeBron. Those are 4 players right now you don't want to play in those series.
Man, I ain't worried about playing 5 at a time.
I don't know.
If we beat the Lakers in a 7-game series,
I know this is what you've been waiting on, bro. I know you've been waiting on him. I know it.
I'm just waiting on him, man. I'm just messing with you.
I know you've been waiting on the man to decline so bad.
Man, yeah, that is kind of some hating.
I understand.
I'm gonna tell you this how real it is, FJ. The LeBron to me, the Lakers era LeBron to me is the best LeBron I've seen.
Huh?
What? Ooh.
Are you what?
That's a bold statement.
To me, the Lakers LeBron is Professor X LeBron. It's cerebral. I can control everybody.
That ain't no bold statement. That's a crazy statement.
That's a crazy statement.
Ooh.
The Lakers to me is his worst era.
Oh
man,
no.
I ain't saying it's his worst, but it sure ain't his best.
Man,
you better say. I say this. It started at the end of his Cleveland era. When I seen him in Cleveland, even that last championship when they lost, I said, okay, he entered into God level basketball now. Because I'm just looking at how he just thinking the game at that point, you know. And to me, that's why he's been able to be at this high level since then on up in age. Because of his mind. And I'm just saying, to me, it's more impressive to me to be that old, still being that consistent, than being young and being consistent. Because to me, you should be, when he's in his physical prime, with all his physical gifts, he should be a top 3 player at all time, wherever you want to put him. But at this age, he shouldn't be a top 10 player. And over the last, to me, 5, 6, 7 years, he's been doing that. Now, granted, Kevin Durant has proved he can play that good at the same age. Because I remember when LeBron was 36, 37. We were like, we've never seen this before. Well, now you have. Now we're seeing Steph Curry do it. So we've seen other people come behind, but they still got a little more to go to catch up with where he is. Because how can you do it at 38? Can you do it at 39? Can you do it at 40? And to me, it's all mental. It's all mental. So I just respect his game so much because he should not be still at this high of a level at this late in his career. And I think his mental game is better than his physical.
I think that's what's scaring people. Like even myself, like seeing him at 40 be able to still average almost 25 points a game and run the chase down block the other night. Like you got a 40-year-old man just jumping out the gym getting chase down blocks at 40, like looking like he's 25. Like that's a mental thing.
Mm-hmm. I agree, but yeah, I think this version of LeBron is the. But now I'm not talking about 2025 LeBron, but I'm talking about this the first year I've really seen him kind of really slow down. Before he slowed down a little bit, but okay, I see the injury thing kind of happening a little more frequent now. He's probably been injured more the last year and a half than he probably had the first 20. Mm-hmm. You know, so I see it catching up with him, but I've just been impressed by his mental, man, how he can still do so many things on the court.
You know what's funny?
Be coming to an end.
You know what's funny? I think he had a 20-year streak of scoring 25 points per game. This is the first year he hasn't. But he still scored 24.8. It's kind of so like that's still like a good PPG though.
Yeah.
Hey, this will be my last question for y'all, and this is a good one. This is a good one right here. FJ Shannon, hey, Dub, this really ain't got nothing to do with you, but for them, it's a good one.
Lakers versus Warriors.
Stephon Curry wins the title. Is he the best in this generation over LeBron?
I don't know.
Ooh. I want to hear this one.
Man.
I want to hear this one.
5 titles and beat him 3 times head up. I
want to hear this one.
I ain't saying he is, but I'm just saying if he can get there, is it a conversation?
I think there's a conversation, but that's Braun though. That's Braun, and I usually don't even say this, but Steph did have KD. Those 2 champions, like two out of 4 times that they faced LeBron in the finals. Right. So that's a little bit different.
And LeBron had Anthony Davis for a title. He had Kyrie for a title. He had Dwayne Wade and Chris Bosh for some titles. They both played with everybody named Hall of Fame, right?
Do we say that Tim Duncan has taken over the Kobe era?
I mean, it's been a conversation as long as I've been living.
It's a stretch, yeah. It's definitely a stretch.
FJ, go first. FJ,
I've been hearing people for years say Tim Duncan dominated that era over Kobe. I don't think so, but it's been an argument. Fred, what you think? So you ride with Steph?
I don't know.
I don't even know why you even asked me that question. Honestly,
okay.
Steph Curry ain't gonna never be
better
than one. He's just not. It just don't work that way. It don't. I don't care how many.
2-time MVP, 1-time unanimous, 5-time champion, 2-time Finals MVP. Let's say.
Man, you can hit the championships all you want to, man. Go look at the entire resume, fam.
When has LeBron ever won a unanimous MVP?
I said go look at the entire resume. You can hit me with the championships all you want. You can have it.
Look, I'm on Keith's side. LeBron has a longevity.
All I'm telling you is pull up the entire resume. And once you do that, then come back and talk to me.
But LeBron or Steph has beat Bron more.
You still talking to me about championships. Cool, you can have that.
I mean, but what's gonna be what's the number one thing you're gonna judge a person's career by?
I mean, everybody always say championship. That's what everybody says.
I'm asking you though. What do you think got the most value in a person's career? Forget LeBron, forget Jordan, forget Steph. What's the most valuable thing a person can take with them to their retirement?
Rings. That's the most valuable thing, I think. Yeah, rings.
So we all agree with that. If Steph end up with more rings, and 3 of them he actually beat LeBron, and then 1 of them he beat LeBron without KD.
He'll still never be better than Bron, bro. He'll still never.
I'm happy to hear you talk like this.
He'll still never be. He will still never.
I just want to chime in with that because
when I see hold on. When I see a man that go from team to team to team and win championships, raise a team from the dead and win championships, then come talk to me. That is to me one of the greatest things you could do in the NBA. When you can go to a team that's at the bottom of the barrel and win. Granted, you put the team together. A lot of them teams ain't never played together. You put the team together and you be successful. You win. When Steph Curry can do that, then we can talk.
But Fred, and that's a great point, right? That's a great point. Great point. But it also says something about somebody that can keep one team competitive for multiple decades. Now that's what's hard because hold on, because people gonna come, people gonna go. But I never had to lead to put a team together. I worked with whatever came my way, with whoever we drafted, with whoever they traded for, and I made the best out of what I have.
We ain't seen number 3 to 4 players do that. Ain't number 3 to 4 players do that.
Exactly. So I'm saying it is valuable to go to a team that's low, but like you said, even you had to add the caveat. But he put teams together. Steph has stayed right in Golden State and has been counted out in Golden State more than once, and he's still competitive. So to me, that begs the question. Hold on,
teams come and go. Teams come and go.
If LeBron would have just stayed in Camden, I mean not Camden, Lord, I'm saying Camden. If he would have just stayed in Cleveland, could he have done what Steph did in Golden State and still got titles if he stayed in Cleveland for 20 years. Because Steph showed I didn't have to run and running nowhere to get titles. I stayed right where I was and got them. LeBron keep having to leave and reconstruct teams, bro. It's gonna be a real conversation, FJ.
We'll never know. That man, every bus stop every bus stop my guy pull up to is he win championships, bro.
What he does, he pulls up to the bus stop and then he sends first class ticket for his friends all over the country to come join him. He don't pull up to that bus stop by himself.
Ain't that what you gonna do if you pull up the one and you need somebody?
And what he do to the other team?
ain't that what you gonna do? No,
he wait to the last team. He wait to the last team.
Answer my question. Answer my question.
What's the question?
Yeah.
Ain't that what you gonna do? Ain't you gonna bring something with you too?
Well, I don't see Steph doing that because Steph stays still. You what,
when Deion went to Colorado, what'd he say?
Damn all y'all niggas I've been saying, HBCUs. That's what he said. Damn y'all HBCUs. I'm gonna wait till y'all.
Don't do that.
I'm gonna wait till y'all go to sleep tonight. And as soon as I go to sleep, I'm gonna go to the bus stop and head to my next location.
Hey, that boy don't use that HBCU money and done brought them Louis Vuitton bags.
Don't do that, man. Don't do that, Marquis. Don't do that, bro. You better than that, Key. Don't do that, man.
Hey, you asked. I didn't bring Deion in this.
But that ain't what you really think, though, bro. Don't do that.
So listen, can we say this? If Steph win, does that put him behind Magic Johnson as the best point guard?
I mean, at that point, you could.
No.
At that point, you could. At that point, see, I don't include Steph in the who the best point guard conversation because to me, more in the shooting guard conversation.
That's what I be saying. Yeah, I'm doing the same thing. Yeah.
Okay.
So I know why people do it, but I don't do it. You know, I got him still behind. Now, what I will say, that would probably move him up to number 4 to me behind. Now he might move up past. Let me see. We got Jordan, Kobe. Does he pass Wade?
Yes.
What Wade is?
Yes. He passed him. Yes. Yeah. He passed him. He passed him. If we judging that, he passed him.
Or Harden. He's passing Harden.
Hold on, MJ, you ain't got Wade in your top 5 shooting guards?
Oh, you talking about shooting guard? Okay.
Shooting guard. Yeah, we talking about shooting guards. Yeah.
I thought that too.
My bad.
No. We talking about shooting guard. But technically, I mean, he's definitely better. He's definitely got Harden beat. Does he pass Iverson? I say yeah. I think he really passed Iverson now.
What?
I think he passed Wade now. I really got to give him probably third best shooting guard.
I mean, man, he changed the 3-point game. You really got to put him at 1.
He did. Yeah, honestly, yeah. Like he has taken the record. The guys that we said was the best, he has put up numbers better than them.
So if he the number 1 shooting guard, how can Jordan be the GOAT?
Oh, that's what you said. I just let you have it. I wasn't even.
Yeah. You get.
Hey, even if I heard him when he said it.
Listen, Keith, I'm on your side, Keith, because you was ready, man. You didn't fold. You were ready for it, man.
So you have to let stuff like that go by you, man. You can't pay no attention.
Hey, you didn't fold. You didn't change your face expression. You said, "No, brother, I'm right here."
Yeah, you know that. But no, man. But this is what I say, FJ, because I agree with you. I don't think he's passing, but I think the conversation will start. I think that conversation will happen.
I think he's above Magic, man. Not gonna lie.
I mean,
above Magic, Shannon.
I guess it's all about where you really have him, man.
No, wait, not right now. If he wins another chip, he's above Magic.
Man, it's hard to put a position on these players nowadays, man.
It is.
Yeah,
it is. The center.
It's just hard to put a position on these guys.
Yeah. I guess my thing, I'm going to always go to, if I'm picking a team, who is my point guard I want?
Right. Yeah. Because you thinking about being a true point guard.
Yeah, I'm thinking about a point guard.
Yeah.
Now, Steph Curry would probably be my 6th man off the bench.
Oh, okay. So, wait. Say how you don't think Steph is a point guard again. I forgot.
I just think he's more a shooting guard than point guard. I mean, he plays off the ball without the ball. I mean, he never has the ball.
What is a point guard to you, though?
Magic Johnson, John Stockton, traditional point guard, Chris Paul.
Yeah, I look at a facilitator. That's what I think a point guard is. Somebody to facilitate the ball.
And I think there's point forwards too. You know.
Yeah, but we don't. When we say Steph, we don't mention passing. Like I don't think a passing. I mean, I get what you're saying, but I get it. But I guess that's why I don't want to just put him in a true point guard as a true guard. A true point guard because he does more shooting than he do passing.
I guess, but like,
Shannon, you know that man ain't no true point guard, man. You know come on, bro.
A true point guard?
Yes, we're talking about a point guard, bro.
What is a point guard? Yeah.
Come on, Shannon.
A facilitator, right?
You know he's not a facilitator though. You know that.
Facilitator. He gets his people open just by his presence, bro.
Okay. No, he gets open.
Just by his presence, bro.
Well, we outnumber you 3-1, so he ain't a point guard. We outnumber you 3-1, so deal with it.
Man, Shannon, we done gave you a lot of love tonight, man. We done
listen
roll with you, man.
I even personally inboxed you in the group and was like, look, I'm riding with Golden State, man. Like, yeah.
Shoot.
Like, yeah.
I hear you, man. Nah, I'm happy right now. I'm happy.
Golden State lucky they drew they lucky they drew Houston this first round. The test gonna be round 2.
Against the Timberwolves or whoever
they played, the next round is gonna be a test.
You got Timberwolves winning the series. You got Timberwolves winning the series. What you got? I got Lakers 4-1.
I got Lakers
4-2.
I do too. I got the Lakers in 7.
I got Lakers unless they lose tonight. If they lose tonight, I got Timberwolves in 6.
Yeah,
Wolves in 6.
I got Lakers. I do.
Yeah,
I think Ant was hype. He came out. You know, he got on Twitter, talked about he poked the bear, and he did what he was supposed to do. He went out there, poked the bear, and he showed his ass. I give him that, but I really feel like LeBron and them is gonna come out. I feel like Luka gonna drop a 40 ball.
I tell you what, they better win because about 3-4 weeks ago when they was on their little win streak, boy, them Lakers fans, they was out there with their pom-poms. So
yeah.
Yes.
I get Reeves. I get Reeves a 20 point. I get Reeves a 20-point night. I think Austin Reeves gonna have drop 20.
They were calling JJ Redick the best coach in the league.
Basketball blogs. I'm talking about all that when they was on.
Tanner, what you talking about, man?
I'm just playing with you, man. They was calling JJ Redick the best coach in the league and stuff. All that.
Yeah, all that stuff. I mean, he's done bad.
I think he far exceeded what people, what a lot of us expected. I'll say that.
I'll give him that for sure.
Yeah,
for sure. But I don't think they had a bad team anyway, though. I mean, I thought they was fine with the coach.
I mean, I'm talking before. I'm like, I don't know about FJ, but I'm talking before the trade. Before Luka got there, I really think he had that team in a position that people didn't think they were gonna be in.
Bro, if you really being honest, they look better with AD than they do with Luka. If you being honest.
I just don't think they'd be the same in the play. Like, of course, we haven't seen
think about how they looked before AD went down.
Luka dropped 40.
I think it's
yeah.
I would lean Luka I would lean getting Luka just by a little bit.
You have to see a full series though. It's only one game.
But so when we start talking about that game, what was everybody saying? Man, hey, they got to go out the threes. They can't stop. They couldn't stop the penetration. That's a defensive thing. Because if you think about this, what Luka's doing, LeBron can do.
Yeah.
So you can knock Luka out and put LeBron there, and he's gonna still make sure everybody eat. LeBron is now suffering. No, I ain't gonna say suffering. That's the wrong word. But he's not getting the touches he's accustomed to getting because Luka's there. But when AD
and they lost defense because I'm not gonna lie, Christie was starting to look good. And you took Christie away.
Yeah,
people people aren't scared to go to the paint anymore because AD's gone.
Yeah,
I mean that's facts. That's
that
facts.
changed their team.
That's
that changed their
true.
whole dynamic. They gonna have to get some size. I just think personally they look better when they had AD.
I mean, I don't necessarily disagree with
That's
it.
like 5 years of work, though. Yeah,
I don't necessarily disagree
whatever
with
it is, though.
But the thing with me with AD is not he can be an alpha, but it's like I really don't want to be an alpha. Then I want to be an alpha.
Yeah.
Then I don't want to be an alpha. Then I want to be an alpha. I don't like that aspect of it.
Yeah, that's the best way to describe him.
LeBron, though. But you got LeBron for that. You got LeBron for that.
You do, but LeBron been trying to get that man the keys for a while now, and he never really took total control of it. He never really took total control of it.
So what's happened now is Luka's in LeBron's place, and LeBron is AD's place.
Say that again.
I said Luka is now in LeBron's place as the number one, and now LeBron is in AD's place as the number two, right?
Right, and he's LeBron is okay with that. Luka is cool with being.
It's not about okay, but I'm saying, does it look better?
Did it make the team better?
Yeah. Does LeBron being the number two make that team better? I say no.
But I said I slightly would take Luka being traded over keeping AD. For the simple fact is,
the future.
I know for sure. I guess I can't say for sure, but we know Luka can create a 30-point night with ease. We know that he know how to get fouled. He know how to make you foul. He know how to do all those things. AD gonna give me 35 and 15 rebounds, but then he gonna also give me 12 and 18 or 12 points and 5 rebounds the next 2 games.
No, that's a good point. But what Luka gonna do? Luka gonna give you 35, and he gonna give up 30 because they gonna pick on him every play.
I mean, I understand that. I get
that.
But
I think with Luka, I think you know what you're getting already. With AD, you didn't know what you were getting. You know what I mean?
Man,
and you didn't know on any given night what you was getting out of AD. With Luka, you know you're gonna get these points. You know you're gonna get this offensive genius that's gonna come out on the floor. With AD, he was so up and down to where, man, at any given play, he might not even be in the game.
I'm still not. At the end of the day, man, there's no way you trade Luka. I'm sorry. It's no way you trade Luka, man.
Yeah,
it's just not.
Luka, you do keep Luka though. You do keep Luka.
It's no way you trade Luka, man. I just don't get me wrong. AD's still a dog, but I don't know if AD know he a dog. That's the thing. I don't know if AD know it. We know he a dog.
See, I think this is what y'all missing. This is what y'all missing about the trade. I think this is what everybody's missing when it comes to the trade. We are only judging this trade right now without having seen him and Kyrie play. Kyrie is the dog now.
Yeah,
but I'm still.
Luka don't have to be the dog. Kyrie is the dog. Now AD is there to dominate the inside and play defense, give him a whole different dynamic.
I think Dallas can be real good.
I think they are too.
Yeah, so
I can't say that. I can't.
Oh yeah,
I can't say that.
Dogs,
the reason why I say that is because we don't know what Kyrie we're gonna get after this ACL surgery.
Okay, I'm saying with the assumption Kyrie comes back to himself.
Well, I tell you what,
if Kyrie don't come back to himself, it's irrelevant. Everything we saying. But if Kyrie come back healthy, they gonna be a problem, bro.
It's a strong possibility one of them big men will not be there after this summer.
Oh, it's a great chance, and I think Gafford will be the one. But if they replace Gafford, they gonna have to get something to replace him. They not gonna let him walk for nothing because Gafford gonna be a high commodity.
Oh yeah, they got to pay him.
Maybe not.
He is. Now they got him under contract. They got him under contract one more year.
Yeah,
I mean he's proven to be a rim defender and a live threat and a strong finisher. He's gonna always have a place in the NBA.
Oh, of course, yeah, most definitely.
He'll be a good trade target to somebody that need him, that need a big man.
Oh, don't be surprised. This summer,
Like the
I think
Lakers?
the phone calls are gonna be calling for Gafford this summer because he's still under contract. So if they need to flip him around, they can move him around all they want to with that contract still on.
Oh yeah, for sure.
FJ kind of sounded. Oh, what's up?
Go ahead.
Nah, I was saying, FJ, when you were talking about the Luka AD thing, it kind of sounded like you were trying to convince yourself that it was still worthwhile. As the
What you mean?
You were just, I don't know, man. It just something in your voice just said, I'm just trying to convince myself.
I wish they wouldn't have made the trade.
No, I think you know that they look better with AD, but you're just not trying to say it.
I mean, honestly, man, I don't know, man, because I'm looking at AD gonna give you great moments, bro, and then he gonna be injured, and then he gonna give you great moments, and then he gonna be injured.
I think you know it, man. I can't say for sure you know it. I think you know it.
I mean,
of course.
I still like AD. He's injury prone, and that's gonna follow him for the remainder of his career.
See, Fred,
it's not gonna go away.
See, Fred, this is my thing, right? On one hand, if you ask me in a vacuum, who's the better player, AD or Luka? I'm going to say Luka 99 times out of 100. Period.
Okay.
But the way Luka plays basketball, to me, is not necessarily winning basketball. It's individual accolades type basketball where you'll have some scoring championships, you'll get some MVPs, you'll wow the crowd, you'll be marketable, you'll be able to sell jersey, all that. I don't know if LeBron's the only player I've seen that's ball dominant.
Does Shai Alexander not play? Does he not play the same basketball as Luka plays?
Not at all. But FJ, let's get something clear. How many rings do Shai have?
I get that. We're not talking about rings. I'm just talking about playing basketball.
But I'm referring to winning basketball. I'm not talking about regular season winning. I'm talking about championship basketball.
But that's all we got. That's all we got to go off of with them, though.
What we see from Luka now, this is. I guess this is what I'm saying in a nutshell. And y'all tell me if I'm wrong. What we're seeing from Luka now is what we saw 3 years in a row from James Harden. Just think about it. And that's not no knock because Harden won an MVP and was top 2 MVP for 2 years straight where he was averaging 12 assists and 30 plus points. But that was Harden.
That's funny to think about, yeah, but I'd agree.
I mean, I'm not going to agree with it. I'm going to tell you why, because I seen Luka take his teams further. I seen Luka take. I said that's tight.
Luka had Kyrie.
Keep context. He did.
Against the Warriors too. And
what was in Harden's way when he was trying to get there?
KD and Steph.
KD and Steph go to State, and he still
and
kept losing to them.
And the Spurs.
Now, ask yourself, could Luka them last year beat that Golden State team? If you saying yeah, then okay.
Man, chill out with that, man.
Nah, I can't.
Exactly. So we can't really judge about if you run into that Golden State dynasty, if you run into LeBron in Miami, or if you run into Jordan with the Bulls. I mean, it's a great probability you're not going to the finals if you got to go through them. When you say?
I'd agree.
So I'm just saying, if you look at individually, both of them put up high points, high assists, high rebounds, triple-double type levels. And we can say what we want. James Harden was considered top 2, top 3 in the league for a 2-3 year stretch. If you're looking at production.
I'd say so.
Am I wrong?
Harden also did have less help, though.
Yeah, I mean.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, we've seen what Luka's doing before, and Harden couldn't get him over the top.
To me, what I look at when I look at Luka,
man, I'm not
trading a dominant figure that's 24 years old that just led me to the NBA Finals for a player that's injury prone, unless I know for sure I'm winning a championship that year with this player that I'm trading for.
Okay.
Like you can't. To me, it was disrespectful to trade Luka for the player that you traded him for. Now, if you would have traded him for an Ant or somebody like that of his caliber or a Shea, but you traded him for a player that can't do what he do.
Of his caliber?
Yes. That you just said James Harden. James Harden was an offensive threat. Luka is an offensive threat. You took away an offensive threat and traded him for a big man that's injury prone. It was a bad trade.
Okay, we dealing numbers. Let's look. Let's. Can anybody see how many games over the last 3 seasons the AD missed compared to Luka? Have you looked at that?
It's kind of close though.
Have you looked at that?
I ain't saying that.
Yeah.
I know. Go look at it, and then come back with me. Cause we talking about injury prone. Now I'm talking about prior to this injury. Cause you add that in, that's extra. Up until the trade deadline. Just go look and see how many games each one of them has played. It ain't as far as what you think.
I hear you. You still don't make that trade.
He's missed 70 games. Luka has missed 70 games.
In what, 3 years?
3 years, yeah. AD. Nah. It's a pretty wide gap.
No, take away the 20 plus he missed after the trade. I'm talking about at the time when they made the trade.
Okay. So even with the minus 20, it's 212. Oh, I'm lying.
I know you lying for sure.
26. AD's missed 26 games. So that's less than Luka.
Exactly.
He played almost 82.
That's what I'm trying to say.
He played
everybody say that. Then when you go look at the numbers, it don't reflect that. It shows me Luka done missed a lot of games.
Hey, E-Dub.
I get that.
E-Dub. You still don't make that trade, bro.
No, you don't. You don't. You don't do it. Like I can't. I'm not trade. I don't care what. I'm not trading Luka. You can't make me trade him. I'm getting him help. You can't make me trade Luka. Luka is untradeable on my team because I've seen the body of work, Keith. He done been to the finals, Keith. I can't trade a man that's done took me to the finals.
Have AD been to the finals?
With help. Luka didn't have no help when he went to the Western Conference Finals.
I thought you said
come on, Shannon. He didn't have Kyrie.
Which one are you talking about? The finals or the Western Conference Finals? Because Kyrie is a monster. I'm sorry. Kyrie was their best player in several games during the playoff run.
So you say he a monster. I get that. But do you still trade Luka for AD?
You got to stop pushing the goalposts. That's all I'm saying. You said one. Listen.
I'm going off. This is me. I'm going off a body of work. I've seen AD since he been down there in New Orleans. He was one of the best. I'm talking about we had him #1 power forward in the league and everything. Since he got to the Lakers, I don't want that. I don't see that same AD no more. I don't see that same dog in him. So now you're going to tell me that he's positioning himself. Now that he wasn't, even before the trade, LeBron was still better than AD. He was the #2 player on that team. AD was not better than LeBron.
It ain't always about who's the best player individually. It's about fits. It's about the system, the game, bro.
So okay.
So that's like saying right now, you take a player like Luka. Everybody know how great Luka is. But if you trade Luka and you get a Cade Cunningham and a couple other good players from Detroit, and now you put them on there. Yeah, Luka better than everybody in the trade, but now this team just got deeper. They got better in weaknesses, and they still gonna be able to get strong offensive production. So it ain't always trade for trade.
I get that. But you didn't trade multiple players in cash or nothing, no first round picks. You traded a 24-year-old that's coming off NBA finals for a 29, 30-year-old that's out of his prime. You can't make that trade. Can't make that trade.
Obviously you can because it was made.
I agree with you, but it was, to me, I'm gonna say it, that will go down, and we're gonna be old men in our rockers up on here. That will go down as the dumbest NBA trade in history.
Do you think Nico should be fired?
I think he should be. I think he should be fired. Yes, he got the yes. Yes.
This is what you just told me. This is what you just told me. E. You said that Luka took a team to the finals. Who built that team around Luka? Who traded for Kyrie when didn't nobody want him? Who went and got Gafford and went and got P.J. Washington at the trade deadline, which strengthened their defense? Because at the time before before that trade, their defense was garbage. When he picked up them two trades, mid-season trade deal, their defense shot up, and that's why they were able to make a finals run. It wasn't because Luka was so great. It's because they strengthened their defense. Because as great as Luka was last year, they was getting their ass whooped.
So you take away your greatest offensive asset for defense? For an old beat-up defensive player?
Well, that's your perspective on him being old and beat up. I just showed you the last 3 years he played more games than Luka.
What? Okay, this is my thing. I'm going off dog mentality. I'm going off of what I see on the court and what the eye test is. AD is not a dog to me to lead no team and carry no team. I'm gonna tell you why I know he wasn't no dog. You sit there and let that man listen. This is and it's just all opinion based. And that's all. Listen.
He's not the leader.
Listen, but you've been on a team with a leader like LeBron, and you're gonna tell me that hold on, hear me out. You lost Kyrie. You're coming into this situation where you got an opportunity to lead your team, and you didn't do it. My thing is this: when they brought Luka in, when he came back with his world tour. Oh, hear me out.
Missed 20 games in a row. What do you want him to lead while he on his crutches?
Listen. If you got a thing for AD and that's your boy, I understand. You supposed to take up for your boy, but he ain't my boy. So I'm just letting you know how I feel about it. And it was a bad trade.
Hey, he does. When Gaffer leave, man, Mark, gonna leave, bro. Trust me.
Bro, I was over there before Gaffer came because I'm a Kyrie guy. No, if Kyrie,
I like Kyrie. I do. I like Kyrie. I do. But I just don't see the reason why trading your best player for a player that's injury prone. That's my biggest thing. He's injury prone.
So what is Luka then? Since we just established that Luka done missed more games than AD the last 3 years. If AD, okay, Fred, I ain't talking to E now. Fred Shannon. If Luka has missed more games for injury the last 3 years than AD, who would you consider more injury prone? I'm just saying,
Luka is a better player. Luka is a better player, but he's more injury prone.
I'm just saying, the last 3 seasons, who's been more injury prone?
Luka.
Well, I guess you got to look. Hold on.
That's facts, though.
No, hold on.
Why is this?
No. I get what you're saying, but I think you got to look at the injury as well. Because certain injuries. Hold on, listen. Certain injuries may keep you out longer. So we'll use like an ACL for an example.
Oh my God.
Are you gonna let me talk, or are you gonna interrupt me?
I'm gonna put myself on mute in case I have to say something. I don't want you to hear it.
All I'm saying is, no. I understand that Luka has been injured more times than Katie. I understand it because we're going off of. Listen, we're going off of the games.
He's finna make my point.
We're going off of the games on who's been out longer. So all I'm saying is, I guess Luka injuries may have held him out longer, but I think AD has been injured more than Luka, is what I'm saying.
His body is brittle.
Hold on. Wait. What I'm saying is, it's like every time you turn, even though, let's just say Luka get injured and he's out for, we'll say 15 games. AD get injured tonight. He played the next 2 nights. Then he get injured again. So I'm without you. Then he get injured again. Now I'm without. So all I'm saying is I think Luka's injuries may have kept him out a little bit longer, which is less injuries. He has less injuries, but the injury that he got, it kept him out a little longer.
Fred,
do you get what I'm saying, though?
I get it.
I feel where you're coming from. I just think that's real thin. Who has missed the most games due to injury? Whether it be big injuries or little injuries. Okay.
Luka has.
So all that matters is the amount of games you miss, not if you hurt your pinky toe or if you pull the ACL. The point is, Luka misses more games.
He misses
That's
more
all
games.
I'm
True.
talking about. So
True.
I'm addressing E. E keeps telling me he's injury prone, but I'm saying
He is.
But okay. So that's like saying, okay, I don't know, Barry Sanders is a worse running back than I don't know whoever, but Barry got more yards than him. But so you trying to tell me the one with the less yards, the less average yards, the less touchdowns?
No, what I'm trying to tell you is this. You might have a welder at work. Your best worker might be that welder, but he always calling in all the time. You ain't gonna say he ain't no good worker. What you gonna say? He called in to work all the time. That don't mean that he not the best damn welder on the job, right?
Now if he called in 5 times, I don't like that. But if this one that's a great welder, if he keep getting hurt on the job and he missing 30 days in a row, I'm like, yeah, you good, but you ain't even here.
I tell you what, I'd rather take that man that ain't there and miss that and sit up there and have somebody that's injured prone and busting their knuckle up every day, getting hurt, band-aid here and there.
Hey, if you
that's longevity. If you steady getting hurt each game like AD is getting, that's longevity. That's time. That's like arthritis. After a while, it's gonna catch up with you.
This conversation right here is definitely the upside down, because I've never seen a scenario where a person misses triple the games, but we still call the other person more injury prone.
Because come on, Keith, you know every time that man fall or flop, he hurt, man. He getting up. Come on, Keith. You see it?
Men lie, women lie, numbers don't. That's all I'm gonna say.
I get that Luka is more injury prone, but my main thing was I don't know if AD know that he's a dog. I don't know if AD know that he is an alpha, and he show it on the court.
And I don't think he want. I don't think he want to be.
Hold on.
I agree with you.
I get what you're saying, that he don't have to be because he got Kyrie and all of that. At the end of the day, he still gotta be. He still has to be. You need a 1A, a 1B, and twos can still be dogs. And I still don't know if AD know that he's a dog. That's my whole thing with AD.
That's fair. So this is my thing, right? We've been knowing this the whole time with AD, right? Very inconsistent when it comes to that dog. But even with the Lakers, him being inconsistent dog, you're going to still mark him in for 26, 27 points, 11, 12 boards, 2-3 blocks, lockdown defense. It's knowing that he ain't even a dog. He's still averaging for the year these type numbers. So I'm losing 5-6 points on offense. But how many points am I saving with the defense? Like, do you think Luka's defense compared to AD defense is worth 6 points?
Of course not.
I give you that.
I
give you that.
Of course not. I'm always ride with AD.
AD is gonna prevent so many scores from happening.
True.
Yeah, so I agree.
If Luka giving me 30 points, AD giving me 25, but the defense, when it's crunch time and these teams need to make a play, they picking on you. But me, they stay away from me.
I tell you what, saying,
so with that said, Luka is still better in a vacuum. But what I'm saying is the way Luka plays basketball to me. If you take him, I'm just not a ball dominant person, which is one of the reasons that I want a Harden person. Which is one of the reasons. I'm just saying, I respect you. See, I just brought Harden up. I know how great he is, but I don't like the style of play.
Okay. No, I'm gonna let you finish. Actually.
Yeah, I'm just saying it's a style of play thing. I like offenses that move. You know what I'm saying? So to me, if somebody been looking at Dallas real hard, I follow every Dallas blog. I look at everything all Dallas because my favorite players are in Dallas. The way Dallas play basketball to me is not a winning style of basketball with Luka. It'll get you victories. It'll get you so far. I believe that. I don't know if it gets you over the top. That's just me. So I'm saying, if you give me AD instead of Luka, and you give me a healthy Kyrie that's gonna move the ball and get PJ more involved and get Gas more involved and get Lively more involved, so now it's more of a balanced scoring. But AD still gonna give me 25, 26. I feel like everybody is gonna make up the score, and our defense is gonna be better. That's gonna hold other teams less scores, which is gonna add up to more wins. That's just a philosophy.
I like everything that you're saying, but at the end of the day, you got 2 years. And you, Markeith, and Nico gotta go. I'm telling you that now. You got 2
Man,
years,
look,
brother.
the minute
You got
Kyrie
2 years,
retire,
brother.
I'm gone anyway. So
Well, I ain't saying Kyrie retire. I'm not saying that. Here's the thing why I feel like it was probably a really bad trade. LA looking at the future, which probably says, oh, we got the next 10 to 12 years to win the championship with Luka. Versus Dallas, you got 2 years probably max to win a championship with AD. So I think I think ultimately that's how the trade probably end up going down.
That's true. That's true. So the odds with you over the next 7-8 years would probably be better with Luka. But what I'm saying is when LeBron leaves, and now you got to fill this team out. If they don't get one with LeBron, I don't know what the Lakers gonna do different to where well, Luka, now you with the Lakers and you still can't win because it's not guaranteed either one of them gonna win a title out of this. Right?
That's true. That's true.
So I haven't seen like if Luka had won a title in Dallas, and now they saying why are you trading him and y'all just won last year would make sense. To me, they didn't win, and
that's
in
true.
fact, Boston was head and shoulders above them. They couldn't stop Boston. So as good as Luka was, they couldn't stop Boston.
That's true,
so
but I
think Nico looked and said, you know what? We are probably maxed out at West Finals, maybe even the finals, but we won't beat the best team in the East because we can't stop them.
Oh, I agree with you, but you also got guys on the perimeter as far as your bigs that can't guard anybody.
This the only place that's part of the problem as well, Fred. This why I would agree with y'all. I think he should have got more. If I'm Nico, I'm telling Pelinka, I want AD because I want AD. I want Christie, and you gotta give me Austin Reeves. If Austin Reeves not involved, I'm just saying, as good as Luka's value is, I would have tried to get more.
Yeah.
And if I can't get Luka and I still want it, then give me Vanderbilt. Give me another strong piece I can use.
I agree.
I would have got more. So that's the only place I feel like Nico should have got more. But I don't feel like, because this is what I say. Luka is a top 4 player. I got Luka probably 3 or 4 in the league right now. I got Joker and Giannis, and then Luka and Shea, whichever one you want to put. But I got AD top 10, wherever you want to put him. I got him around 8 or 9. So I'm saying trading a top 4 player for a top 8 player, to me, that's just not such a big gap. It is a gap, but it ain't like you trading him for a fringe top 20 player. Like this Anthony Davis, perennial all-star, perennial all-NBA, perennial all-defensive player, still gonna get you 25 to 30 points. Some nights he may get you a 40-20 game. I mean, he got value.
I don't disagree.
Yeah, so I don't feel like it was just a nothing trade. Now, the reason people think it's a bad trade, I get it. I 100% get it. I just feel like it's exaggerated, man. I feel like Luka. I think the Lakers gonna see pretty soon. We can't win with this style of basketball. I just think.
So do you think Dallas win the championship with a healthy Dallas squad? This squad right now that they have. I'm saying with Kyrie, AD, healthy squad. Do you think they can beat a Boston Celtics squad?
I think they'll have a better chance than what they had when they lost to them last year.
I mean, I think they have a better chance, but to me, those guys can't guard on the perimeter, and that's what would kill them.
See, I disagree. I think PJ is a hell of a perimeter defender, right? Yeah. I think if PJ ain't no defender, I don't know who he is. Same with Najee Marshall. I don't know. See, you probably don't watch them, right? I've been watching them even through the injuries, and I see how hard these boys go. And I think when you got AD
playing hard for one because of the fans giving hell. So they playing hard because of that.
Yeah, but
that's the reason why they didn't lay down.
Yeah, but whatever reason they showed me they got some spunk. And that's when they didn't have Gafford, they didn't have Lively, they didn't have AD or Kyrie. These boys was even game they was losing, they was fighting. So they impressed me through the fight. You know what I'm saying? I said, okay, get these boys some scoring, and then they're gonna make some moves, But yeah, I think they could definitely be a competitive team with Boston, if not beat them. But I don't think Luka. I think this. I guess this is my thing, and I end my part right here. Even if Luka would have stayed in Dallas, I don't think they winning no title. So yeah, you can keep him, and y'all love him. I get it. So love him and die for him. Cool. You still won't win no title.
He in LA now. I still ain't picked the Lakers to win this year. I don't.
Yeah, I get that.
Win the championship. No.
Yeah, I don't either. I just, like I said, I just wouldn't have made that trade. But you got a valid. Yeah, you right though.
Yeah, I respect Luka, man. I know how good Luka is. I just don't. To me, I just see James Harden. I just see James Harden when I see Luka, and I'm like, I just don't know if that's a winning style of basketball. I think whoever Luka probably 35, 37% ball dominant, got the ball in his hand.
Yeah,
like that.
He don't reduce LeBron James to a spot up shooter on the wing. That's crazy. Watch the game tonight. Why? LeBron gonna go on the left wing and he gonna sit there and wait to see what Luka do. That's ridiculous, bro. I never thought I'd see that.
Yeah. I think LeBron been ready to pass them keys, be honest with you.
Yeah, that's probably what it is.
After next year.
Yeah, I guess he'll play next year. I guess I can't see him leaving $50 million on the table and calling it quits. But I just think LeBron saying, you know what? I think he's saying I didn't did my job and I'm gonna hand it off.
Yeah.
He ain't leaving that money.
No, I don't think nobody would.
I mean, LeBron's a billionaire though.
Oh yeah. That's just all playing basketball.
Which is crazy.
Nah. Whoa.
I think it is. Yeah. I think
crazy.
he's the first billionaire to make $1 billion off playing basketball.
Yeah, while playing basketball. Yeah. All his money don't come from basketball, other investments.
No.
Active player.
What FJ is saying is like all his basketball funds equel $1 billion.
If I'm not mistaken.
No, he hadn't made $1 billion. He hadn't made $1 billion.
I'm gonna have to look that up.
I think he around 600 million. It's something like that. It's not even close to $1 billion.
That's still amazing though.
What you mean? That's more than amazing.
That is crazy.
That's crazy.
Hell, but think about this. Hell, Shea finna make $400 million in one contract.
Yeah.
NBA money is stupid, man.
It's correct, man.
Hey, if they start making $1 billion in a few years, though.
Yeah.
$1 billion over 4 years. That's kind of funny.
Man, look, they saying Wemby might end up being the first $1 billion contract.
That's ridiculous.
It's possible, though.
I mean, I get it, but that's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Wow. That's crazy. And speaking of that, hey, look, I know this Laker game about to come on, so I know we all got to jump off. But y'all been seeing the rumors all day. Speaking of AD, where they said who trying to go after him for a trade
for AD? I haven't seen it.
San Antonio Spurs.
Nah, man, Dallas.
Power
Man,
forward, I can see that.
I don't see who they would get that they would want from down there.
They would have to get Wemby. They would have to get
They want him to play for Wemby. They want him to play with Wemby.
You might as well cancel that conversation, man. That is not happening.
I think it'll be a stupid trade.
Forget the trade. If Nico make one more trade, man, somebody put some money on his head. Man.
Hey, I tell you what, if Nico could get Wemby right now, they'll forgive him.
Man, that ain't happening, man.
I ain't gonna lie. If that happened, I'm done watching basketball.
Nico needs to stop talking for one. That's what he needs to do.
Man,
he needs to stop making public appearances.
He needs to, man. He got to.
They keep showing him on camera. I'm like, I would never be outside.
Man, Nico doing what he got to do, man. He taking that long for them owners. Them owners let him know we ain't paying this boy $375 million. That's it. Find him.
Let me ask y'all this before y'all get off. You know, Mark Cuban sold majority of his stock. Do you think that had something to do with that trade being made?
Yeah, because they didn't have to
I
ask
just
him.
don't think Mark Cuban would ever.
Yeah,
Never allow that.
He still owned 27%, but that ain't nothing to 73.
I agree.
They didn't even. He found out late in the game too. Y'all know they was talking about getting Anthony Edwards. You know that was mentioned too. Nah, that would have been nice.
Yeah. Yeah.
Either way, Luka white ass needed to go.
What you have?
Coming at the end of the game.
That's funny.
Man, come on,
look,
Dre.
man, look.
Man,
You know, you gotta hit
hour.
my cellular, man. I just seen everything. I said, damn, I ain't even see it.
Look, we 2 hours in. Where you been?
See that, man. I'm sitting here watching the game.
He been, and my man been mixing daiquiris together, man.
Man, I was off today.
Already.
Hey, did Milwaukee lose? Did Milwaukee lose?
Milwaukee down by 15 with 3 minutes left.
15.
Hey,
No, they're down by 5. They're down by 5.
Dre,
my bad. I looked at it wrong. They're down by 5.
Yeah. Okay.
What up?
Dre, this the big question. If Steph get another title,
he's not gonna say so.
Is this the conversation with who won the generation between him and LeBron?
I already know. I'm gonna say Steph ain't even past AI.
Who won a generation?
Yeah, who won their generation?
That's what you finna say.
I gotta give it to Bron, man.
Still,
I can't even argue with that because that's Bron, man.
Yeah, I got to give it to Bron because at the end of the day, he in the GOAT debate. Feel me? So is
it a conversation that's gonna be had?
Yeah, it's a conversation. We could talk about it.
Is Steph in the GOAT debate?
Is it gonna be a big national?
No, Steph's not in the GOAT debate.
After winning a chip,
he gotta get another. Even if Steph win another one, you know he'd be in top 10, 5 maybe.
Do you put him over AI? You put him over AI?
Of course. I'm not biased.
How many people you know who have 5 chips and one MVP? One MVP, just one.
I mean, you know, Finals MVP means something to me. But
no.
Steph,
I'm saying one MVP. Shoot, throwing the Finals MVP.
He got 2 MVPs. Steph got 2 MVPs.
How many people you know with that type of resume? Just that.
Nah, he got a resume for sure.
That's Magic, MJ, and Kobe, right?
Yeah.
Who's in?
I mean, another championship, I'll still put Shaq in front of him and Kobe.
All right. No, me too. I think we all agree, and I'm not even talking about your overall ranking. I'm saying over the last 20 years, who would have had the better career?
Oh, I would still say LeBron.
Yeah, I'm giving that to Bron. If we go last 10 years, I'll say Steph though.
I don't know. It could be different if they win the championship.
Yeah, I definitely last 10.
Yeah, so I mean, Steph with another championship is definitely a whole nother discussion for sure.
That's all I'm saying. That was my only point. That it's you're gonna have people broaching that conversation like this. Steph beating LeBron 3 times in the finals.
Yeah,
that's gonna be a conversation, and Fred's gonna hate to have it, but he gonna have to have it.
No, we can talk about it all day. It ain't gonna change, man.
You're gonna have to have that conversation.
You talking about Steph beat LeBron. If I'm not mistaken, then KD beat LeBron. How about that? That's who beat Bron.
It sounds more accurate to me right there.
Man, let's say
KD beat Bron.
Let's say in my perfect world, Steph wins 2 chips. Would you say he's over LeBron?
He ain't gonna never be over LeBron. Period.
3 chips, 4 chips.
I feel that though, Fred. That's why we try to explain y'all about Michael Jordan. It don't matter what he do, he can't pass him.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me chime in. If you give Steph a championship this year, and you give him one more with the numbers that he putting up, with the resume that he has, I'm not gonna put him over Bron long term. But if I'm going up what Shannon said, 2 more chips, you might have to put that man in your top 6.
No, I'm putting him as the GOAT.
If he get 2 more, he passed LeBron.
I think so. If Steph ever wins 6 championships, he's the GOAT. I'm saying it right now.
If he win 2 more, he on Mount Rushmore.
Hey Keith, if he gets 6, you don't put him past MJ with the body of work.
Bro, that's sacred ground. You gotta take your shoes off. You gotta take your shoes off to walk over there, bro. I'm trying to give him something realistic. Something realistic. We ain't talking about this other level. that's a whole nother conversation.
Yeah, I honestly think no matter what Steph do, a lot of people gonna have him where he at.
Man,
just like saying with Bron, no matter what Bron do, he gonna be where he at. Like even though the cement still wet, a lot of people like your cement dry, and a lot of people like you gonna be where you at.
Because we're thinking in the moment though, like
that's all y'all ever think is in the moment.
We're thinking in the moment.
But you know what? I'm gonna say this, and it's kind of like what Bron said with Jordan when he talked about how Jordan don't want to talk to him. I don't think a lot of people, and I'm not saying us, but a lot of people not gonna give LeBron flowers until he retires.
They ain't gonna give him flowers then.
Yeah, people like Keith.
Because it's so funny how now when I talk to people about Kobe, I'll be like, y'all didn't have this love for Kobe when we were playing. Now all of a sudden, now it's like, oh, Kobe did. I'm serious. I know a lot of people that did not care.
Bron gotta die to get love, basically.
I think it's been the opposite for Kobe. I love I think people more love Kobe when he was alive than when he died. People was
not at all. When Kobe passed, he became top 3 to everybody.
He did.
There's not a list in this world that don't have LeBron in their top 2 or 3. This man is more praised than probably anybody in sports. Y'all want everybody to bow down and say number 1. And since people don't say number 1, y'all want to say don't nobody give him his props. No, we just say number 2. That's not against the law.
Who said that, Keith? Who just said that though?
That's what y'all keep saying. What he gonna do? No matter what he do, people gonna still hate. Ain't nobody hating on him. We just saying he number 2 or 3 or 4.
Man, Keith is as crazy as
man. Hey, boy, you say, hey, MJ, you see he added 3 more numbers in there.
Yeah,
try to squeeze that in there.
It's where you want to put it. Hey, I kept him on Mount Rushmore though, didn't I? I said
you did. He didn't leave out your top 5. I give you that.
I said 1, 2, 3, or 4.
Yeah. He probably barely keep top 5, man. He probably barely know.
I told you, man. I told you this new LeBron. If LeBron would have retired 5 years,
I think he got him. I think he got him 5. I think who is yours? You got who, Keith? You got Magic. You got MJ. I know you got Kareem.
I got Jordan, Kobe, LeBron, Magic.
I like that one.
Can't even say
I just jumped LeBron over Magic just because I have really been impressed with him still doing it at this level. And I'm like, as good as Magic was, half the years, which is still impressive. It's close.
You said if he retired 5 years ago, would you think that would have made his resume look better?
No, it would have been way worse. I'm saying I just told him before I got on here, these Laker years have really impressed me because he's shown me even at his high years, 20 years later, he's still doing the same thing he was doing in the beginning. So his consistency alone, because right now he's like I told him, he's on Professor X level right now. It's all
he's playing all mine. Yeah,
it's all mine. That's impressive to me. You know what I'm saying? The way his knowledge of the game, the way he manipulates the game still. That's what I'm saying.
Let me ask you this: if he retired, and I want MJ to clarify, when LeBron retire, is he gonna be in top 5 in assists, steals? Like where is he gonna be at? Far as is he gonna be in top 5 in every category?
Dude played 40 years. He should be top everything.
So that don't make you the best player ever?
It does. Don't listen to Keith. Okay. It does.
Okay, E. You know what else he number 1 in? Turnovers. So what do that mean?
So
why is he number 1 in turnovers?
I think because he has the ball a lot. But that's what I would say.
He's played more games than everybody else, right? He has the ball more, so he's gonna have the most everything. If we add his numbers up to the what you said is why he's still on Mount Rushmore, but that's not why he's not that. But that doesn't make him number 1. That means he got
okay.
It makes him go. And I'm glad that you say that. And I'm glad that you said that, E-Dub, because that makes him just that much better than Steph Curry. Stop talking about Steph Curry and LeBron in the same sentence. Y'all got to quit that.
You know what LeBron
Y'all
will never have number one at?
What?
Threes.
Okay, great. He can have that. Great. That is great. You can have that, big dog. You can have that.
I'm just saying, man.
That's it. Hey, you know what?
Also, you know what LeBron will never have more than Steph at? Also, chips.
You said what?
Chips.
So you guaranteeing another ring for Steph?
Yep.
Well, this is the only thing we know he won't. He won't have the better head-to-head competition.
Hey, that's you know what Steph? You know what Steph is also
got over him.
That's true.
Hey,
bro, got over LeBron. Just like how we talk about Tom Brady versus Patrick Mahomes. When we can actually go head-to-head and I beat you.
Man, don't compare football to basketball, bro. Don't do that. We
were comparing it to other stuff earlier.
Yeah, don't do that. Don't do that with football, bro. Don't do that with football.
Look,
bro.
Steph is 3.
That's 2 different things, man.
Steph is 3. LeBron is 1.
What you talking about?
Steph has 3 chips to LeBron's 1 in their matchups.
Oh, okay. I mean, that's cool.
And we can't use the Kevin Durant thing because he beat him before Durant got there.
That's true. How many times did he beat him with KD? Why we can't use that?
Right.
Beat him twice, right? Okay, so cool.
So they 1-1.
Okay, cool. Hey, I give y'all all of that, bro. I ain't knocking none of that. I promise you, I'm not.
But if you notice what I just said, I said LeBron is either 1, 2, 3, or 4. I didn't include Steph. I just said who had the better era, who was the best in this last era. That's all I was asking. Not who's the better player.
Last time I checked, when you go for a job interview and they pull out your resume, they don't look at one thing; they look at the whole thing.
Man, I tell you what, you let one of these I tell you what, you let one of these hard old working men that worked at Clean Harbor forever, let them go try to get one of these new robotics jobs. They're gonna look at me like, nah, we want that boy fresh out of college. Cause you can't handle this. And Steph Curry is some new stuff.
Hey, Keith, them boys struggling. I see it every day where I'm at. They struggling. Struggling.
Y'all built for the old world. It's a new world.
They struggling.
Steph created a new world, and LeBron.
Man, Steph created the NBA now.
Oh my God! Hey, I holler at y'all boys, man.
Oh yeah.
Here we go, man. We getting out of hand now, bro. We getting out of hand.
Yeah.
Man, you know LeBron better than Steph, but I still think if Steph win a title this year, which I don't think he will. Is the conversation gonna start? That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, it's definitely worth the conversation.
Yeah, it's gonna start.
It ain't starting with me. It's gonna start with y'all.
And see, I know how you feel because every time you try to compare LeBron to Mike, that's how I feel. The emotions you feeling right there, that's how I feel. It's like, why are we even talking about this? So it
ain't no comparison. So
yeah, I know. That's how I be feeling. Like when you try to put LeBron up against Jordan, I'm like, why are we still having this conversation? Like it's not even close. That's how you feeling, so I get it. That's fair.
Man, y'all gonna put a daggum.
Look, bro, Steph created a new NBA, man.
Man, y'all gonna compare a half breed to my boy, man. Don't y'all gonna have to quit that, man. Y'all gonna have to quit that, man.
Man, you crazy.
I mean, okay, so we can ask this right now. Shannon,
what's up?
You feel like who body of work is better?
Bron.
Easy. So why would you feel like Steph is better than him?
Because no. The question was
that ain't the question.
who has done better in this era? And
okay, so let's start from
era.
So in your opinion, you feel from 2010 to 2025, Steph has had the better career.
No, that's what I'm not. That's not what I'm saying.
Yeah, he has.
Well, no, LeBron, Miami Heat, bro. Cavs, bro.
From 10 to 25.
From 10 to 25.
Nah, LeBron's
okay.
Better career.
From 10 to 25. LeBron got, how many MVPs do LeBron got? 2 or 3? 3, right? I mean, I know he got 4 a while, but how many he have since 2010? 2 or 3?
2.
I think 2.
2. So they both got the same amount of MVPs. Steph they got the same amount of championships, right? They got about the same amount of All-Stars since then. I mean, I know LeBron came in the league before him, But I'm talking about it ain't been a year since Steph been going. He done missed the All-Star since he was hurt. I mean, All NBA, Steph got them. I mean, what do LeBron got that Steph don't have in this era, in the last 15 years?
I'm just saying from 2015 on, that's Steph's era.
Yeah, I mean,
that's me personally.
What do LeBron have that Steph don't have in this era?
If Steph wins another.
I'm just saying right now. I know LeBron is better than him.
When did Steph become dominant? Steph wasn't even him in 2010.
And LeBron ain't dominant now.
So so let's ask this. When do we feel like the torch was passed to Steph?
Steph just took it. Steph just changed it. Steph just changed the NBA.
It ain't about when you start your dominance. We just saying in a 15-year period, accolades. I mean, I just think Steph is right there with him. I mean, I think LeBron got more, but Steph is right there. And I'm saying if Steph wins another title, now the conversation begins. And
I get that.
Hey, let's look at the 80s.
If he wins 2 more, which I don't think will happen, now it's a real conversation.
Let's look at the 80s. Head to head, what did Larry Bird do against Magic? Hold on, my bad. What did Bird do against Magic?
Lost. I think they might win. I think they might tie. Or Magic won 2, Bird won 1.
I know Magic won the first one and Bird won the second one.
Yeah, and I think Lakers got him again.
I know Bird ended up with 3.
But regardless, Magic ended up with more chips, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Magic had 5, Bird had 3.
If Steph wins 1 more chip, Steph will have 5, Brown will have 4. And I just think if you have more chips and they have reasonable stats, reasonable accolades, the only real difference is the chips.
It's crazy that we got to wipe out a whole decade.
We're talking about, we're talking about in this era.
Let me finish real quick. No, I said let me finish real quick.
All right, I got you.
It's sad that we got to wipe out a whole decade of work.
Yeah.
To put a thing together that says this person is better than this person. Granted, hold on. Yeah. Granted, somewhere in that last 2015 to 2025 span, a player got older. Granted, he's still playing good basketball, but a player did get older.
Fred, you're looking at it the wrong way, bro. Fred,
what other way should I look at it, bro?
No. What I'm trying to tell you is, I'm not saying he's better than LeBron. I have LeBron ranked as an overall player better than him. That's why all the other stuff he said we leaving out comes, right? When I say who's had the best career,
we're talking
LeBron.
About eras.
But I'm talking about this era since they've been competing against each other, the LeBron-Steph era. It's arguable that if Steph wins another title, that Steph got the better of him in the era, not overall in their career. Because to me, Steph may crack the top 10. LeBron is in the top 4. Steph may get the top
10. He still won't have a better.
Yeah, I ain't saying he will. That's the whole point. I'm saying it'll start being talked about. Is all I'm saying. It'll start coming up.
Yeah, it'll definitely.
I'm convinced of that.
FJ, you don't think it'll be getting talked about?
I mean, it could be talked about, but I don't care about that last 10 years and who had this in this 10-year span. And
the reason we do that, just like we talk about Kobe and LeBron. You know, a lot of people be like, well, who was the best from 2020? When did LeBron become the best? Was he the best when Kobe was the best in the 07, 08, 09? We always talk about that because if we compare the whole thing.
I mean, I think he was. He was the best. LeBron dominated Kobe the whole time. Look at the numbers.
And what is Steph?
I'm saying they dominate. I ain't talking about. I'm just talking about them playing ball against head-to-head ball. Of course, I'm not talking about championships.
I'm not talking about head-to-head ball. I'm talking about them just overall because sometimes it's matchups, right? I mean, I ain't saying a player played better when they individually teams played each other. I'm saying from probably 2000 to 2010. I think
that we should be saying the same thing, right? When you say matchups, when you say, oh, it was matchups, shouldn't we be saying that when Golden State had KD?
It is, bro. It is. That's what I'm trying to tell you. I'm not arguing that he's better than LeBron. I'm not arguing
so take 2 of them championships away then.
I'm talking about who was the most successful in this last 10, 15
I got
years.
you, but we're saying this man is going to have 5 rings if he win another one. So it'll be time to have that debate, that argument. All I'm saying is, if it's about matchups and who you play and this and that, take 2 of Steph championships away then.
Okay, well, I'm gonna take one of LeBron because LeBron had to go run and get AD to come over there and play with him, and it's a bubble championship.
And with the
I don't want to get into all that. I'm just saying the championships is the championships. Right, exactly. So then we're gonna take 2 away because you went to Miami and formed a super team. I don't want to do all that. I'm just saying. I'm just saying we ain't taking no titles from nobody.
So which championship do we give Bron? What championship do we give him then?
I'm giving him all of them, and I'm giving Steph.
No, I'm asking. Right, if we taking some away, which one are we giving Bron? Is what I'm asking.
16 at least.
The year where he led both teams in every category, is that the year that the year we're gonna give him?
What you mean? Sure. Give it to him. Give it to him a year he didn't win.
He won it that year. That's the year they came from down 3-1. That's what I'm saying. Is that the year that we're gonna give Bron? Since we taking other ones away, we're gonna give him that year.
I'm not taking them away.
You said if we're gonna take championships away, we might as well take the year that he got AD. We might as well. That's what I'm saying. So which one are we gonna give him then? Are we gonna give him one?
No, I'm not saying. I was saying that sarcastically because I don't feel we should take any of them away. I'm just saying the ones he wanted.
We'll give Steph his 5 then if he win another. We'll give him his 5.
Hey,
I'm gonna let y'all run with this. He had a better era than Bron. I'm gonna let y'all run with it.
Shannon, it got him thinking though. He over there thinking about it.
FJ, I can tell you pressed though.
No, man.
I can tell you pressed.
You think I'm finna let a half-breed press me, man? Man, no, man.
You tripping,
man, Steph get all the love from me, man. He's the greatest shooter to ever touch a basketball, bro. He get all of that from me. No knock against Steph at all. I give him that. But I let y'all deal with the errors. I don't deal with errors.
Wait.
I deal with overall resume.
Let's say we do take chips away. Let's say we do take chips away.
2010. I mean, from 2000 to 2010. Who would you get that to? Duncan or Kobe?
Who, me?
Kobe.
Yeah.
Kobe.
I mean, I gotta go with Kobe because I liked his style of play. I mean, I like that. I like to see flashiness, so I got to go with Kobe.
Do that mean Kobe better than Duncan?
Yeah, he better than Duncan to me.
Me too. But a lot of people say Duncan, right? I ain't saying everybody.
I mean, it ain't many. It ain't many, bro.
But it is a conversation, though, right? So me and you both on the same
it's been
page.
one. Yeah, it's been a conversation.
Because I mean, through the whole time Kobe was there, Duncan won 4 titles. You know, before he won that 5th one against Bron them. It was something to say who was really the best. The person that won 3 in a row and 2 in a row, or the person that wins, stay competitive. Which one looked the best? And I'm just saying, I don't think nobody's saying that Duncan can play the game of basketball better than Kobe, but them was the 2 biggest stars with the 2 biggest eras of that era, and they compare them. So I'm just saying, when you compare to Steph and LeBron, if Steph gets another title, we're gonna look back and say, man, while Steph was there and became dominant, he's LeBron's true competition of this era. And then when you start looking at all their accolades, I'm saying it's gonna be like, yeah, LeBron won, but it was closer than what people may think.
Okay, I'm gonna let y'all have it, man. I don't want no parts of it.
I don't think whatever changes.
I'm an overall guy, man. I'm an overall guy. That's me.
Man.
Look, wait. One last thing. I know everybody says one last thing. What about if we do take chips away? We get Bron 2016. What do we give Steph? I'm gonna let y'all give Steph whatever it is.
If you take chips away, what does that mean?
If you take chips away from their chips,
you can't take nothing away.
All right. I was just saying.
Hypothetically speaking, Steph got 1 ring if we play it like that.
Which one?
The last one.
He would have 2. He would have to because they beat Cleveland when Kevin Love and
but that's
a hurt team.
You can't give him that one.
That's a hurt team.
I mean, I guess you're right.
I'm like Drake. If y'all playing that game, Steph got one.
I guess you're right. You're right.
And I guess with LeBron, I guess the only one you would take, I would say LeBron 2. Yeah, I would say
you take the ones in Miami from him.
I'm taking the Laker one from him. Cost the bubble. He wouldn't have got AD if we're gonna do that. And then also the one he came back. I'm saying I don't want to play these games. I'm just playing it because y'all asking. And then
why are you saying because of the bubble though? Why are you giving me that excuse? Because of the bubble. If you saying players,
why are we taking steps?
I guess for the simple fact of KD. But I'm saying if we're gonna take some away,
he would have got AD then. He would have got AD. Take the bubble part out.
Okay, I give you that. Stop giving me that bubble talk, man. People kill me when they say that.
But y'all asked me. I would give him my opinion.
Leave that bubble talk alone.
I think it was a mix of the bubble and AD, but for the argument's sake, AD. And then the one when they came back down 3-1. I mean, to me, you could say that one. You could say if they don't suspend Draymond.
I don't know about that one. You got to give that one.
But look what I'm saying. I'm not taking none of them, Dre. I'm just saying you can't take Steph's either.
That's funny.
Y'all said hypothetically, how many would they give? And I'm saying, well,
you only get the one that you was a driving force forcing you.
Hey, I got one question, Marquis. I got one question, bro. How many games did Draymond play after he came back from that suspension? How many games did he play? After Draymond came back from that suspension, how many games did he play?
Bro,
in this,
it's momentum though.
Bro, it's exactly one is momentum. Two, Fred, you know, Fred, we don't talk. Fred, we don't talk about this on camera. We don't talk about this on camera. I'm one that believes. Listen, I'm one that believes if KD don't come there, they don't never win another title because I believe LeBron had figured them out, which is why they won ultimately. I'm just playing the game.
So how many games?
Okay, I got one. Let me ask Shannon something. Shannon,
what's up?
If Golden State never get KD, do they ever beat LeBron again?
Yes, I believe so. No. I believe so personally.
Absolutely not. It's over.
LeBron
got 6 titles right now.
That's funny.
That's why everybody mad at KD. That's why KD gets so much hate because him coming over there killed LeBron run. All LeBron fans thought LeBron was gonna go on this run and catch Mike in 6 titles. And KD came over there, he put an end to that, and the NBA ain't forgave him since.
I think they were just even. I think they would just probably split them.
Who was even?
I think if KD would have never came, I think they would have just split the championship.
Nah, LeBron
because teams change every year. You don't know what the Warriors.
LeBron was gonna kill them. He had just gotten to his highest level of basketball when he came back to Cleveland. Miami was all athleticism. When he got back to Cleveland, by that second year, he was all mental. He was mixed. He was mental and physical. Now he's mostly mental. He was in his prime in the last couple of years in Cleveland. They weren't beating Cleveland no more. KD, he saved that. And that's not no knock on Steph. That was just LeBron at the height of his powers. They weren't going to beat him again. So KD did save him.
I don't think so. I don't think you don't know who.
But it don't matter though. At the end of the day, when you look at the record books, he's still gonna be in there for 4 titles. So who cares?
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, it don't matter. Just like, I make fun of LeBron. We splitting hairs about the bubble championship, but it's still a championship. It's still gonna go in the books. Cause if we're gonna take LeBron, we gotta take San Antonio's. We ain't nobody talking about taking San Antonio's.
That's because LeBron won in San Antonio.
I don't know, but you know me, I'm a stunt Bron critic, and I still give Bron this credit. I just have fun. If we just throwing slugs talking about who the best, then sometimes you have to split hairs. But
look, the only question I ask is what chips do you take away from Steph, and what chips do you take away from Bron?
The question is, what ifs
away,
you take away?
If you do,
you can't take none away. At the end of the day, man, you can't take none away. It is what it is, man. The games were played, and the outcome was the outcome. So that's what you got to live
was there,
with.
that's who was there. Because if you do that, man, you can probably go down the line of every championship and say, man, if this person wouldn't have been hurt, or this person would have played, or this person came in, you don't want to go down that rabbit hole.
Yeah.
I had LeBron as the GOAT at 3 rings, so it just be like that.
Yeah, you be high all the time though. So
nah, man, 2016 did it for me. The bubble didn't do it. He was already the GOAT before the bubble.
You couldn't handle your smoking good back then. That's why you was thinking like that. You get high, just really be tripping. So you
what you think? When did you be like, you know what? This nigga Brown the GOAT.
He passed Jordan for me when he came from down 3-1.
I think the Lakers.
When he came from down
3 rings.
Yeah, when he came down from 3-1, I think to me he passed Jordan. When he came down 3-1. Yep.
What you got? Why you say you can't say he be high, huh?
I'm just saying. I'm just saying, brother. That's me,
Fred
bro.
might sneak in one. I don't know what Fred be doing.
Nah, man. Nah.
Fred might get him one in there. He sound like it.
Nah, hey, I'm just spitting my facts, bro. That's all I'm doing, spitting my facts.
Man, I ain't mad, man. Look, this is the thing about it.
Whenever
you can't be the greatest in the world unless you got a nemesis to go against. So that's cool. The world chose LeBron to be his nemesis. You know, the yin against the yang.
So who did Jordan go against?
This man said the world chose LeBron.
Who did Jordan go against?
Yeah. I mean, the world chose the sacrificial lamb. It's LeBron.
Man, Jordan ain't went against nobody. He ain't played
That's right,
nobody, bro.
You're right. Because when Jordan played, I don't change. You don't remember.
Mike was the rival. Mike was everybody else's rival.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Michael, it was no competition. It was no conversation. It was Mike.
Yeah, everybody else was trash.
Yeah, everybody else was trash.
So
I mean, you had some good teams.
For FJ,
some good teams here and there.
Everything to say that, Shannon. That lets me know all I need. Shannon, I ain't surprised for you saying that.
Gary Payton.
But for Fred a little older. For him to say everybody in the 90s was trash, you know, I'm gonna let that speak.
Yeah, no. I don't think the teams were overall good. I think it was some overall good players on those teams, but the teams overall, I don't think they were just really good teams. I don't.
What did we just say a minute ago? You said, hey, we can't take no championships away because whoever you play,
No, I'm not taking them away. I'm talking about the teams that they play. I don't think they were overall good teams.
And that's cool, right? So this is what we'll say. I'll agree with you with that if you go with the other side of it. Back then, the teams weren't as good, so you didn't have as many good players, right? Teams are better now, so that means LeBron got more better players on his team too. Then, right?
Yeah, I mean, he got better players, but also the league is also better.
So my competition may have been worse, but your teams were better. I mean, I ain't talking about just them two. I'm just saying everybody got good teams now, so it's still all even out.
So
maybe back then every team had one good player. Now every team got 3 good players, but it's still even.
So that makes it harder, right?
No, it makes it the same. And that's no. What I'm saying is,
I don't believe it.
Okay. If you born in the 80s, you gonna compare a 80s model Oldsmobile to an 80s model Buick. I mean, just like you comparing a new BMW to a new Mercedes now. I mean, what it was then, what you played against. It's not like Mike them had 10 modern players, and everybody else only had one. Like, no, he had a good role player in Pippen, and then they had a bunch of role players. So it ain't like Mike had a stacked team. It ain't like Mike was putting together a super team. That ain't no shot, but it wasn't no super team thing then.
Wait. You don't think Mike had a super team?
I mean, they did have. I mean, they did get Dennis Rodman. They did get Dennis Rodman.
Yeah, I know, but I'm just saying that we gonna I'll keep it 100. Dennis Rodman is a super good defensive player, but that's like a Draymond Green though. That's not like a super team.
What do they consider the Warriors?
Yeah, but I mean that's a big. That's a big part of it, though. That's a big part of it.
That's a huge
but
addition.
my point is, I won 3 without him.
Yeah.
Okay. So I already proved what I can do. Perennial All-Star, perennial MVP, 3 straight titles without him. So,
wait, so what do you call Horace Grant?
Okay, so now everybody on your team is good. I get it. Okay, cool.
Hey, I'm not saying that. I ain't saying that, brother. Not me.
I mean, Horace Grant is a good player. It don't mean you have to play with trash players to win a title, bro. That ain't the only way. That's not the way you prove. You play with the team. I'm just saying back then, Horace Grant was drafted, Pippen was drafted, John Paxson was drafted. They had a team full of draft picks, and they won. I'm saying the game is different. Yeah, LeBron.
Didn't they go get Ron Harper?
Better, but he also have a better players on his team.
Man, you said
they go get Ron Harper.
Ron Harper was a good player back then. He was a good player back then.
No, but you're acquiring players when there aren't too many great players to begin with, in compared to today's league, right? I'm just saying, you're grabbing stuff. You have basically some of the best players all on the same team. Doesn't that make you a super team?
Bro, Ron Harper was like in his 10th year when he came with the Bulls. He wasn't no like first, second, third team all NBA player. He was a good, decent player. That's no different than LeBron going to get. That's like LeBron going to get Bosh or somebody or Lesser or I don't know, like a Battier.
Didn't they call the Heat a super team?
I said like a Battier or something. I'm just saying it's a lesser player. But either way, my point is. It's just like with Steph, right? I tried to get Steph props. He beat LeBron with KD. He beat him without KD. He proved both ways, right? So if Michael Jordan coming off a 3-peat with none of these players you named, then what does that tell you? I don't need them to win the title. I won a title without them.
Yeah, Scottie Pippen.
Scottie Pippen was averaging like 17, 18 points. So you want Mike? So Mike,
did he even win a playoff game?
So this what you saying? So this what you saying? Mike should win without nobody, but you want Steph to have Kevin Durant, right? He got to have Kevin Durant. He got to have Booker. Butler. He got to have all them. Don't do that, Shannon. I've been trying to make peace with you, but now you're talking crazy.
I don't know, man. I just think the Bulls are a super team.
Cause Michael Jordan was on there, bro. Yeah, you become a super team.
And Michael Dennis Jordan in the last 3 years, and Horace in the first few.
Go look at you a stat man, and we ain't got to do it because I'm about to jump off. But go look at Scottie Pippen's stats up while they was winning these titles. Scottie Pippen didn't have no crazy numbers, bro. The Bulls.
It's the dead ball era.
I know. So why are we trying to act like Scottie Pippen was putting up these phenomenal numbers?
Was a game in the 90s is good,
bro. He is, but you trying. Okay, was Scottie Pippen better than Kevin Durant?
No, the Warriors are a super team.
Okay, then. So now I'm switching with FJ then. So you only winning your titles really with Kevin Durant and when Kyrie then was hurt. Okay, then. So if we're gonna do that, let's just go ahead and keep it all the way then. Right. I know. That's what I'm saying.
I just think they were the only super team in the 90s.
He said he's trying to be peaceful.
I'm trying to be peaceful. You want a team with Scottie Pippen and where all these players were drafted to be a super team so bad. Sorry, bro. It's the Michael Jordan effect, bro. See how we were just having a conversation. Who championship can we take from who? See, we can't take none of Mike's stuff because all of them is solid wins. See that, and none of his championship better.
Damn, and what's so crazy? Damn, we gotta admit that shit. Fuck.
Yeah, that's right. None of his are in question.
Hey, like I said, man, I was
a George faced way worse teams than he did. Anyone else did.
Yeah, cause I know LeBron was playing some monsters in the East when he kept going back. Oh my God, Toronto with DeRozan.
I'm talking about the finals. LeBron had to face
Indiana with a young Paul George. Oh, how did LeBron get past these teams?
The Spurs. KD, Russ, Harden, OKC, the Warriors.
How did he get? Who did he beat to get to the finals, though?
We not talking about all that.
Trash.
I'm just talking about.
Anyway, y'all, I'm finna get to this game, man.
It's been a pleasure. I'll get y'all though.
It's been a pleasure. We'll definitely continue this, but I need to get to this Laker game. Who winning the game?
Lakers.
It's tied.
Okay.
It's tied.
Lakers.
Lakers winning. Bet, man. Well, hey, man, it's a good conversation, y'all. I'm out.
Yeah. All right, I'll catch y'all. Stay safe.
All right, fam.